All right, what's up, everybody? How you doing? I guess what Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. What's up, everybody in the house? Thank you guys for being here. We do have an interview here for a particular person. This person is highly controversial in the YouTube streets. Now, let me first say this. I know there's speculation about if I'm interviewing his wife. I'm not touching that situation because that has real life ramifications. When myself and Lemon bring content to y'all, we think about the magnitude of the ramifications of the content that we bring. And that situation is a serious situation that has real life implications. And, there's legal consequences to that as well. We don't touch that. We're not going to touch that. But the person that we do have for you tonight is very controversial. They're on my platform. So therefore, I'm able to ask them questions where if I was on somebody else's platform and they were there, it would, y'all wouldn't get the real for real. Let me just say this. This was kind of spontaneous, okay? I'm going to bring this person up. They are, like I said, very controversial. I feel they're, smart and educated. They are a word alchemist. They are a word alchemist, and I don't hope they take offense to that. But like I said, they are a word alchemist. So hopefully we could play some word alchemy today, and play some mental gymnastics as well. So we'll see. But we'll be asking them a whole lot of questions. Hopefully you get a whole lot of information, and hopefully they'll be very candid. All right, I'm going to announce the people who are in the room real quick before we bring up our special guest. All right, what's up, Tiff and Bill? I guess y'all tag team now. What's up, Your Pleasure 721? Thank you for being a Tofuin. What's up, Really Real? What's up, Betty Bloop? What's up, Cheryl, the Spoiler Burnett? What's up, Gymnast 75? How you doing, girl? Thank you for being a Tofuin. What's up, Diva D? How you doing? Thank you for being a Tofuin as well. Detach Myself, thank you for detaching yourself and being over here for being a Tofuin. Thank you. Really Real, how you doing? All right, I think this just jumped to something. Um, Anela Valencia, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Kim? Oh, Lord, not little Kim. All right, let me see who else is in the house. What's up, Huggy, Pacino, Effect? All right. Philly T, what's going on, girl? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a tofu as well. Hope all is going your way. Good to see you. My three beautiful angels, well, all her three beautiful angels over here. So thank you so much. All right, let's go. Because my guest is very, very busy. All right, without further ado, here is the one and only controversial person. I'm not going to even give them a pronoun right now until you see them. Hello, how you doing, Kimmy?
Hey, Sir King. Hello, Avatar Nation. How y'all doing?
Good, good, good. We're doing well. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you visiting where avatars come to die, right?
Oh, Lord.
What's up, Auntie Donna, baby? All right, so let's get into it real quick. This is pretty spontaneous now. Kimmy, I need you to be very candid and direct. There's speculation about what we do behind the scenes and how close we are and all this other stuff. Can you please tell the people that the extent of our communication and rapport?
You and I,
Yeah. Hmm.
there is no communication. We virtually don't communicate. There is
Exactly.
no relationship.
Now tell the people how this came to fruition.
I was catching your replay and you said you had some questions for me. So
Yes,
I
and
was like, well, let's go. Let's do it.
right, and that is the extent. Pretty much, I didn't reach out to Kimmy. I didn't do nothing like that. She heard my what I said on a replay, and she, say, hey, you what questions? And I said, hey, you know what? I do have questions. Can we do this live? And this is how we got this live. Okay, that's it. I do not communicate with Kimmy based on what people think and all this other in depth. Some people run away with speculation and all the other stuff that they think that we do, and that's not even the case.
Well,
Yeah, I just did that, Huggy.
I haven't heard that, Sir King.
Oh Lord, that's been the whole Kimmy. That was the whole thing with the other lady, your former friend. She thought that we were talking all the time, and then your
That's
friend.
He's a weirdo and a freak.
Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. But see, but Kimmy, why y'all was thick as thieves though? How did that turn?
We had a YouTube ship. So let's be clear. It was
Okay,
a YouTube ship. And you know what, Sir King? I At some point, things mellow down and you think, okay, well, the vitriol is pretty it's mellowed out. No, it's not mellowed out. Because when you came on my platform and just kick the bobo, just having just good conversation, and you're interrupted and called by a married woman to question where you were. I thought it not only disrespectful to you, and you're a grown man, so you handled that, but it was disrespectful to my platform, to by somebody that I don't even acknowledge the fact that they're alive. So I just think on some level, it becomes a line has been crossed for me when it comes to that individual. Sorry for the background. I'm making a cup of coffee, but
You sure you're
I,
not baking a? You sure you're not baking a pound cake? But anyway, go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
I
Go
don't.
ahead.
I don't
Go
bake.
ahead.
But yeah. So I really feel like a line was crossed. I
Okay.
felt so disrespected,
Okay.
and so people like that. And I found that this part of YouTube just has like it's a bedrock for those types of personalities,
Mhm.
and I just have no use for them.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna delve in that any further. I feel, Kimmy, the people don't really know you, who Kimmy really is. Like they do, I guess if they're your members, they do. But I have a couple of questions for you real quick. But people better understand you before we get into the real mess. Okay. Now let me
Okay.
tell you, so Kimmy, what kind of music do you enjoy?
I love like 90s R&B. I love soft rock.
Hmm.
And yeah, you would be surprised. Like if you looked on my in my Apple Music, you'll see like Celine Dion and Prince and yeah. So
What
that's
about
kind of
Sean? Is Sean Bradley in your collection at all?
no, I
No?
don't.
Okay.
You so shady.
No licking like a cone? Okay. I'm just asking.
No,
No?
no, no.
Okay. Okay. The next question is what is your favorite movie?
I have two. So Scarface and Godfather Part 3.
Is that because you a gangster in real life?
No, it's just because I'm obsessed with those movies and I know virtually all of the lines. And those are just my two movies. Are you
Okay.
shocked?
Yeah, I would think you would say Pretty Woman or Color
Yeah,
Purple, because Nika
yeah.
started Color Purple, right? I mean, and or like I Robot or something. I don't know.
Nope.
No,
Mm-mm.
no.
Nope.
Hold on, Miss Cruiser, be real. All right. Let me see what other personal questions I have for you. Um, let me see. What is your favorite sport?
Football.
Why so?
I grew up watching it. I love football. Football's my favorite.
Okay,
Dallas Cowboys is
so
my
you,
team.
oh Lord, okay. So you think Jerry Jones is a good owner?
Oh God. I think he's an interest. I think that there's a lot to be learned. As far as owner, I don't know, but as far as a businessman, he's
Mm,
he, he's he's on point.
okay, okay, all right. And what is your favorite meal?
Prime rib cooked medium rare with seven peppercorn seasoning, with broccoli or cream spinach.
And is that can we find that at Culver's or no?
No, I don't. I despise Culver's.
Okay, I'm
So
saying.
no, not Culver's, but yeah, I love my favorite food is prime rib.
T Mac has a question. Says, does she play in the same league as Jay Dunn? I don't think she played in. Do you play in the league?
What kind of league?
The football league. Jay Dunn played in the football league. You didn't know that? Look. Now y'all know
Ugh.
you. I know you seen this before. I know you seen this. Where'd Jay Dunn go? Here we go. Where's she at? Is she here?
No, I don't play any
No.
sports.
Okay, she don't play any sports. Sorry. Oh, there she is. Here we go. 1 second, because T Mac, brought it up. Here we go. Lord have mercy.
Who the fuck cares if it look like I'm Humpty Dumpty? I can motherfucking
You're
run.
going to
I could
hell.
walk. I could sprint. I could put on skates. I could skate around the skate rink. I could put on ice skates. I could skate around the ice skating rink. I could do every motherfucking thing. Knees knocking and all. And I could put on the strap. Who the fuck cares if it look like I'm Humpty Dumpty?
Oh, I didn't mean to play that long. But yeah, we just had to add context to that. All right. So anything else you want to share with the people about who Kimmy is?
No,
Oh, damn. Okay.
no, I prefer for people to draw their own conclusions. I let them. Because if you don't bother to get to know who I truly am, then that's fine. I'm not taking applications for new friends.
Oh,
So
damn.
it's fine. You can just think whatever you'd like to think. I'm okay with that.
Oh, you feisty tonight. All right. Well, y'all, we got to
I'm
know
feeling
Kimmy.
really messy.
I know we about to get in the mess, y'all. Okay, I did my part. I've been diplomatic. Now let's get into the mess. That's why y'all came here. All right. The first question. Now, the first question on this, I set up these questions, Kimmy, just so you know. I told you before we got on here, these questions are gonna be some hard questions. Now that certain things have developed, most of the questions deal with a certain content creator. However, some of the questions in between this dealing with the certain content creator deal with other content creators. So you're gonna can be kind of caught off guard a little bit. Okay. All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So your rapport, well, let me see. So your relationship with Brianna did not start all peachy and cream, right? Because she made some vile comments about something that happened to you regarding the domestic situation that you shared on Sean Bradley's platform. So people are puzzled as to why you guys were able to gain such a great, strong bond after she made those vile comments. Can you please give people background on how that formed, just so they know?
Yeah, absolutely. For the longest time, I never even knew she made the video.
Mm,
And one day I happened to be in her chat, and it was just a few of us in there. So it was, she was interacting highly with the chat. And she said, "Hey, are you the same Kimmy? Pardon. Are you the
mhm.
same Kimmy that that hangs out in club chat?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm the same one. Yeah." And she said, "Oh my gosh, I made a video about you." She was like, "But I am so sorry." I was like, "Why are you apologizing? I never even knew you made the video." So I went to listen to the video, and I dropped back down to her chat and I said, "Wow. Um that I don't think that's funny. I'm very offended." And she said at that time something to the I'm paraphrasing, but something to the effect of she would take the video down.
Okay.
Well, we learned
Mhm.
sometimes later that that was a lie. But in the moment it was fine. She apologized. We moved on. So,
Okay, so you were able to forgive her for her comments that she made, right?
mhm.
So what was the bond that grew you guys together? Obviously, there was some rapport there. So what did you guys find in common to have it grow the way it did?
During that period of time, I was going through a really severe depression.
Mm,
So you have to kind of think about the time. If we think about the backdrop and everything else that was going on, we had the pandemic,
mhm,
right? We had and the pandemic resulted in extreme isolation for majority of the nation.
mm.
So as far as this sector is concerned, we most of us turn to YouTube, right?
Right.
And so I think having that kind of time on your hands and also suffering with depression mixed in with that, I think it's just a bad recipe. And so yeah, I think that was pretty much it. There wasn't really any commonalities that I could think of right off that I
Mm.
could tell you this is what made us click. I really believe that it was just the backdrop and everything else happening at the time.
So it was because of the situation of the world, and that's more of a like basically a connection.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So when did you realize she wasn't to be trusted?
um I began to suspect that she was running her mouth um when the people around her started letting things slip. Because
Mm,
all you have to do is keep certain people talking, and you will learn everything you need to know. And so I would notice little pieces of shade. I would notice little jabs here and there, some underlying things, and I said, okay, okay. So I'm intuitive to know that this person is running her mouth. So I began to distrust her the moment I realized that she may have been disclosing things that we had talked about to outside people.
and that was because outside people were relaying the same information you shared with her back to you.
Mhm. Mhm.
Care to
Yep.
name any of those names or no?
Yeah, sure. So, Pizarro would make little digs.
Oh,
Yeah, she would make little digs, and the digs would always be centered around something that I told Brianna in supposed confidence.
oh.
And then, once you, the what's the saying? Once somebody shows you who they are, you believe them the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, I began looking at her through another set of lenses. And so with a suspicious mind, you question everything. And so I began to notice behaviors like just slaughtering your own family and saying things about people that were very hurtful, right? And so I said, okay, there's something else going on here. So that's what kind of opened my eyes.
Now let me ask you this: how long, like on average, were you in communication with her by phone or whatever on a daily? Like, was it 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours?
Oh, I don't know, but we used to talk every day.
What was the average length of the conversation? Like the hour? Because I mean, for a lot of information for that to come out.
Well, but she worked a full-time job and so did I. So there was only so much um there was only I mean there was only so much time you had in a day,
Well, that's not
but we
necessarily true. But Kimmy, that's not necessarily true because, as TC says, she has a plethora of breaks. So I think she has an unlimited break pass. I mean, she's always on break. So does she?
Mhm.
mm, Does she have an unlimited break pass at work? Does she share that
No
with you?
idea.
No idea. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, they didn't talk, y'all. They didn't talk. I guess they talked, but not like that. Okay. Because I want people thinking that y'all talk 4 hours every day for all
Yeah,
this.
I can't necessarily quantify it, but think about it in terms of two people with full-time jobs. I was in a relationship.
Mm.
So there was just no way it could be all day every day, but we talked every day.
And who called who?
It was mutual back and forth.
Okay. Okay. Were you close to the members of Pettyville, and if so, who?
No.
No one.
Mm-mm.
No
The
one.
only person I built a rapport with in Pettyville was Purple Peach. Other than that, no.
And you said you tried to build. So how did that effort go? And did you? Was it a good build?
No, that's the only person I had a any kind of rapport with. Like you know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, some commonalities. We had a rapport, a mutual respect for one another.
But
That was it.
why is she so vicious?
Who?
Purple Peach.
I don't know. You think that she's vicious toward you?
Yes, she is. Because every time I see Purple Peach, I think of a rotten peach. And I'm not trying to bring you in to say anything. That's my visualization when I see her because she's so mean and vile to me. So,
Okay, that
all
hasn't
right.
been my experience. So I didn't know that y'all had that dynamic. So
Mm.
can you seem to have that effect on people sometimes though?
Because they listen to what other people say rather than experiencing me for themselves. I'm
Oh,
I'm the I'm the community villain. So,
that's fair. Well, wait a minute. You're the community. You think you're still the community villain?
of course, of course, I stand alone, and that's the problem. I'm not clicked up with nobody.
I'm not clicked up, but that comes with its own set of problems. So I agree with that.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Um, did you try to assist Brianna with her dietary struggles?
Why do y'all keep asking me this? Yes.
How?
I said in my video, I did say in my video that I was quite angry during my video. So now I'm much more calm and I can answer it.
Mhm.
But yeah, I did. We both joined Weight Watchers. Um, and I suggested that she go and get a consultation for bariatric surgery.
Right.
Mhm.
And I mean, and she did go get. Did she go get the consultation?
No, not to my knowledge.
Now that leads to my next question: does she fear going to the doctor? You feel?
You know what? I don't know if that's a millennial thing. I have no idea, but I thought it odd that an adult woman had not been to the doctor. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I just think that's
But
so strange.
and when I wrote that question earlier, today, I feel like I think she's scared to receive bad news.
You know what, though, Sir King? I think that sometimes, you know, situations like that, when you go to the doctor, you're vulnerable. but it also holds up a big fat mirror right in front of you, right?
Mhm.
And sometimes people aren't ready to just accept the reality of their situations. Hey, Rico, they're just not ready. And so I think it could be a myriad of reasons. There's a lot of distrust and hesitancy in our community to even seek medical assistance. So I get it. I can't relate to that, but
Mhm.
so that's why I'm saying it must be an age thing because I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Okay, does she have a real life support system that is helping her with these challenges you feel based on your communication?
What kind of challenges?
Weight
Because
ch
see,
I
she
mean
doesn't think. See, you gotta look at it this way. I
mhm,
don't think that she thinks she sees anything wrong.
right, mhm.
So then there wouldn't be any need for any assistance.
Well, that's half true, half false because you can go around be a drug addict, but your family members see that you're addicted to drugs, they're gonna try to stage an intervention, even though you may not think it's nothing wrong, you know,
Hmm.
or try to talk to you about it, you know.
But wouldn't somebody, okay, so now let's look at it this way. So then if you were raised a certain way, like if you were raised to have an appreciation for your health, if you were raised with, knowing, especially as a woman, that you should have your yearly visits, etc. If you were raised that way, if that's something that was ingrained in you, that would be something that you would probably continue into adulthood.
Yeah,
But if
but
that
then
wasn't put in, if that wasn't ingrained in her, then you know
yeah, but when you're struggling to climb stairs and your body is telling you I'm not at the optimal level, and you're seeing other people who you may want to look like, feel like that galvanizes change.
you
Even
know
if
what though,
mhm,
it's interesting because if you look around and you're able to land a man, a decent job, and you have a decent life, then what's the incentive for you to do anything different? Do you see what I'm saying?
when you can't breathe.
Well, right, I agree with that.
All right. Um, the next one is word on the YouTube streets is that Brianna didn't become a freak until she met you. Is this true?
What kind of what?
The word on the YouTube streets is that Brianna did not become a freak until she met you. Is this true?
What kind of, you mean like a sexual freak?
Hmm.
I've
Not.
never had those types of conversations with her.
Oh, really?
No, that's taboo. I'm not having that kind of conversation with somebody I met off the internet. No. I would have those kinds of conversations with my real life best friend or my sorors or someone close to me. I'm not having that kind of conversation with somebody that doesn't even go to the doctor. Like, get out of here.
Now, see, that is okay. So, see, she said on her platform that you and her never discussed anything dealing with her nether region's health. So, any gynecological health, things like you give in terms of recommendations and stuff like that. Y'all never discussed that in terms of medical health.
She's a pathological liar.
Okay.
So we didn't have any in-depth discussions about her woo-ha.
Hmm.
My encouragement was to take your ass to the doctor, period.
But then you were saying because things had a certain odor, and she told you that things had a certain
No,
odor.
no. Well, she admitted that she was having some challenges, but they weren't necessarily gynecological challenges. It's just, as a woman, Sir King, is so important because it's so important to get that yearly checkup. It's important.
And that's why I said she's fearful of going to the doctor for fear of bad news.
Well, maybe, but again, I think that's a generational thing.
Mm, okay. Okay. All right. Are you to blame for her selection in men?
No, how am I to blame for that?
Well, I mean, y'all talk every day. I didn't know if you were telling her how to get men on, bicycles
Oh
and stuff
God,
like that,
no.
jumping through windows and
Mm-mm.
no,
No,
no.
no, no. So, no, because I mean, we've talked about the type of men that we like, and and things of that nature. But you got to remember, you're talking about someone that's a grown adult. So while you can give an opinion, or or words of wisdom, or reflect on things that maybe you have learned, ultimately that's an adult, and that adult is going to do what they want to do. And the onus is not on me to be all of those things for her. I have my own life and my own things that I'm responsible for to manage.
Okay, but Kimmy, if you're talking that much with someone, I'm sure she said, "Ooh, girl, Kimmy, guess look at this man that I got," and she shows you the picture, and then you're like, "Oh yeah, he's an item." I mean, did those kind of conversations ever happen?
No, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Mm.
Because once she realized that I realized that there was an open door and that she was very active, I think that she was a bit ashamed.
Okay, when you say active, can you please be more descriptive?
Yeah, I mean, actively dating,
Oh,
actively, yeah, and the
actively.
things that come along with dating. Yeah,
So for people in the back, I mean, you mean active sexually?
could be. Yeah. Hmm.
Could be, is be. All right. All right. You said that Brianna took her busted, dented, wrecked car to the dealership to trade in for a new car. You said the car was so rust or was so messed up that they had to put it by the interstate outside the dealership because they didn't want that on their lot. Is that true? Still? I mean, can you elaborate on that?
I mean, Sir King, it's
Mm.
true. Hmm.
Can you please be more descriptive, Kimmy? Well, I mean,
About what? The
did
car?
they literally take the car and set it outside the dealership because
No,
they didn't want?
no, of course not. No.
Okay,
My point in bringing that up was, how dare you sit around and judge somebody else's life and judge what somebody else has, or judge what somebody else does when I witness real life junkie stunts from you. So my point in that was, I mean, don't you're not in any position to be so judgmental.
do
That
you
was
know
that was my only point.
what they did with the car?
I don't.
Do you okay? Well, did she get a discount on her purchase due to the value of the old car?
Oh, you mean like a trade in?
Yeah.
No, I don't think she traded it in because that car was totaled. So she wouldn't have traded in a total car for that
Okay.
one.
Mm.
Hmm.
Gemini, nobody could break my heart except for God. Okay. Let's see. Are you jealous that Brianna may have more game than you?
There is absolutely unequivocally nothing about that individual's life that I envy. Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Unequivocally nothing.
Unequivocally. Okay. Next question. Do you think you were a positive influence on Brianna's life?
I wonder that. That's a really good question, because I don't think that she ever really saw me as a true friend. I was having a discussion about that, and I don't think that she ever really truly considered me a friend. So while I think that I thought that I may have positively influenced, looking back on it, no. Mm-mm.
Hmm. Okay. Um, did Brianna ever discuss 13 with you in the background?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you elaborate?
she she shared that she thought that you were sneaky and slimy, and that you couldn't be trusted.
Did she explain reasons as to why she thought these things?
No, because we didn't go in depth. Like, I didn't want to sit up and have a conversation about an avatar. Do you follow what I mean? Like, on some level, look, it just is what it is.
I'm not. I'm a person. Good child.
I understand that, but I didn't have. You got to remember, during that time, I had a very limited interaction with you.
True that. True that. So she brainwashed you.
She did not brainwash me, Sir King. I just didn't have enough information to go on my own to draw my own conclusion.
Okay. Have you witnessed Brianna conduct doxing activity in the background?
Yes.
Care to
Mhm.
elaborate? Care to elaborate?
Yes. The two people that I'm aware that she doxed was someone that she referred to as her YouTube mom, and the other person that she referred to as her YouTube brother,
Which is Dwayne.
which is Dwayne. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. She
So
verbatim told me that she doxed him.
did she say why?
Yes, because I asked. She said that she just likes to know who she's dealing with, and she collects insurance.
So why did she dox the people in which came over there and stole her purse and jumped through her window and rode on their bicycle or
Now
tricycle?
that's a really good question. You know what, Sir King? I'm gonna tell y'all. I really genuinely was just literally recounting my interactions with her and blah blah blah. But y'all have jumped on that bicycle, baby, and y'all have rode that bicycle all over America, Miss. I'm like, damn, like y'all have really got on that bicycle and rode it till the wheels fell off. Woof.
Because
Okay, go
we
ahead.
just imagine some dude riding up on a bicycle, squeaky wheels and all, and just jumping through a window and said, "Let's get it on."
Like literally, like literally, he pedaling up there, and I didn't make it any better with that picture I painted, but shit, it was true.
Oh, okay, right, okay. So did she? I mean, did she ever dodge Nika, Bless Watkins? Did she dodge Duchess Kelly Love? She called them sticky fingers the other day. So I don't know. Hmm,
No, the only two people I knew that she had doxed was those two.
okay.
Mhm.
Did Brianna ever try to sabotage Sir King's channel?
You know what? She mentioned that, and I don't see how
But wait, wait, wait,
because
wait. Because now you said a couple days ago when you reviewed the inner workings of their activity that they would go live, they would do certain things to certain people and do, coordinated activity to certain people. And I
correct.
want to know if I was a target of that.
No, I've never heard that. You know what, Sir King? I think that um now I'll say that off. I don't think that. Well, let me ask you because maybe
Mhm.
I'm just missing something because you've asked me this before in different ways. So, do you feel that she did?
Oh yeah, she did it publicly. She told people not to come over to my channel, and if she did see them over here, that they would be blocked or humiliated or harassed and things like that for no reason. I mean, she told people who were consistent fixtures on my panel to
Hmm.
not come over. That to me is purposely sabotaging and stuff like that. Um,
So you think that her word then single handedly undermined your entire channel? I just don't think
No,
so.
no, no, no. And plus, I changed my own content. But to hear someone,
Right.
I never heard. So I never said anybody I see in Avatar Nation over at Brianna's, don't even bother coming back over here because you're immediately blocked. I would never do that. But because this is how the thing works, Kimmy. Your friend be in the chat, so you go where your friend go. Y'all communicate in the chat. So if your friend is listening to Brianna and is intimidated that she can't go over to Pettyville and stops coming over to Avatar Nation, then you soon follow suit because you want to chat with your friend over there. And
I
first
get
of all,
it.
you know what I'm saying. And first of all, I never did anything to that lady. I was always kind, despite her aesthetic challenges, to her.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying? So it's just
Were you ever attracted to her in that way?
not whatsoever. We had a good
Really?
we had a good chemistry in regards to banter.
Mhm.
That was it. But I mean, she can't produce one damn receipt, DM or nothing.
Well, but so you don't think that you were working an angle a little bit?
We are entertainers. We provide content for the
Oh,
people.
Sir King, because I feel that you worked that whole YouTube girlfriend angle to really take residence up over there, to establish your presence, and then to go and start your own channel.
No,
I
that's not
really believe that. I think that you
Kimmy.
knew that you
No.
weren't truly attracted to her in that way, but you played as if you were to gain something from it. Are you saying you didn't
No,
gain anything from the?
no, Kim, you got to understand, I never wanted to start a channel. I never wanted to be a content creator. But you had big head chipmunk fire babe over there telling people, don't let him up on your panel. We don't know who he is. Da, da, da. So they try to black me out. So I tell you, Tracy, Duchess Carrie Love, and Brianna were the only three that would let me up on their panel without, without
That is true. That is
being
true.
intimidated. Right. So it wasn't like that. And then people started going, oh, you really like Brianna? So it was just something that developed. But as to me really liking her, no, hell no. No. Mm-mm, no.
Okay,
Sorry.
very interesting. All right, that's
Mm-mm,
fair enough.
no. I wasn't into that whole promo thing and all that. I wasn't even thinking like that. Not at all. Not at all. Mm-mm,
Hmm. Okay.
no. But I mean, I see how people can run with that, but that wasn't the case.
Now, see, that's fair because at least you're open to understanding that other people may have looked at that situation and drawn that conclusion. People said the same thing about me, and I don't get it, but hey, whatever.
Yeah. I can see how the outside looking in, they can see that, but that there wasn't no me hitting her up in the DM saying, "What's up, sexy?" You won't never find that. Mm-mm, not at all. All right, not at all. Let me see
Hey,
what else.
hey, captivating Christian.
All right, let me see what else we got for you. Do you think Brianna was tainted by the ways of TSCC?
Tainted? No. Here's what I think. I think that money. There's a few things: money, attention, influence. I don't think that those things change people because you often hear people say things like, "Oh, she now she making good money and now she done changed." "Oh, she got with that man and she changed," or that person joined that organization and they changed. I don't think it works like that. I think that attention and money and those things just intensify who you really are. So it's like
Mhm,
pouring water on a seed almost. So I believe that that's who she is. The vile, disgusting individual that we see today, she was always that way. And attention and donations and all that other shit just intensified who she already was.
mm. Do you think Brianna has mentally conditioned herself to see herself as someone different than she really is to survive?
Yes.
I
But
think so.
that's what you do. But
Mhm,
that's what you do. That's something I learned from therapy, right? I believe that that's something that you do as a coping mechanism. So because the reality of a situation may be too hard of a
mhm.
pill to swallow. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Have you ever spoken to Brianna's man?
No.
No. Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. Is it true you bought Brianna Culver coupons for her birthday and Christmas?
You are so full of shit. No. No.
No.
Now it's certain things like okay. Out of the two times I've gone live to cuss Brianna out, it's two details that y'all hold on to. Y'all hold on to that damn bicycle and y'all hold on to that damn Culver's. Those two things, baby. Wow.
Yeah, so we do hold on to covers. Okay. Um, as a dear friend at that time of Brianna's, what advice did you give Brianna when she could not reach her spider bite?
Cause she couldn't reach her what?
Spider bite.
What the hell is that?
A spider bit her when she was sleeping and she couldn't reach it. So what as a dear friend at that time, what advice did you give?
I don't think she even mentioned that shit to me. I mean, come on.
Well, she mentioned it to us. Ooh, child.
Ugh.
Um, did you ever did Brianna ever offer to wash your feet?
Hell no.
Did she ever share with you that time that she washed that older man's feet?
I had no idea until maybe like a week ago when I found out that there was a whole story behind that. Have you heard that story behind that?
Yeah, it was an older man and she washed his feet. Like,
No, Sir King. There was a whole so apparently her and the man, had been playing mattress mambo, right? And I guess in
what
her
is that?
brain
Okay, wait, wait. What is mattress mambo?
for jocking.
Food junkie?
for jucking.
What's that?
Fucking
Oh, that's the thing where you put the penis in.
bang, 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 bang,
Wait,
bang. Yeah.
wait, wait! No, 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 no! You also said that she would let men put their thing in the rolls of fat.
I did not say that. You are so full of mess. You are
You
so
did?
full of mess. No, I did not, Sir King. Now you put
No,
ooh.
no, no, no. That's why I asked you to elaborate on what that is, because that's what people are saying. That's what that is. Is that
That's because y'all full of mess. Okay. Y'all ain't asking me about covers or that damn bicycle. Now y'all asking me about that foot wash. No, but
okay?
there was a whole story behind that. Apparently,
Okay.
her and the man had been for jucking or having relations,
Okay.
whatever. And she was frustrated because this man wasn't giving her the affection that she was hoping for, and she literally like took a picture and texted someone and put on the picture, he won't even touch me.
Oh, so how did that lead to the feet?
Now that I do not know, but that would be so juicy, but I have no idea. Now listen,
But that isn't true that she would let the men stick their penis in her fat rolls and
I don't know. Why would
okay.
anybody want to stick their talawaka in somebody's fat roll anyway? What would they get out of that?
I don't. I heard somebody say that on the YouTube street. I did. They said you said it. That's
Ain't
why
nobody said that shit. I ain't say that.
you did.
Ooh, y'all for a mess.
Oh Lord. Okay. All right. Next thing is, oh Lord, have mercy. Um, hold on. Let me. I lost my place.
Because you
Okay.
full of mess.
No, because you forgot what you told us. All right. All right. Here we go. All right. All right. Now this is a new direction.
Okay.
Um, what do you see in Chopper? He seems to have taken a liking to you. You seem to have taken a liking to him.
Hmm.
What What do you? I mean, what do y'all? That's just y'all your opposites. So
Yeah, I do. I genuinely like Chopper. I genuinely do. He comes over on the panel. You still got me laughing from that last thing. He comes over and supports me. I mostly catch his replays. I just genuinely enjoy Chopper. I think he's fun and he's funny.
and is he in your collection of songs that we mentioned at the beginning of the interview?
No, no, but I no,
Okay,
no,
I'm just
but I
asking.
appreciate. You know what,
Oh,
Sir
okay.
Keen, to be honest, I really admire people. I, I'm a creative, but I'm a creative in a different way.
Hmm.
But I admire people who are creatives in that way, who can approach music and song and art. I just do not have that talent at all.
Okay. All right. I need to offer a retraction. TC made the claim about the PP or the peen peen being
Thank
stuck in
you.
the
I
fat
didn't
fat.
want
My
to
bad.
say, I
My
didn't want to
bad. My
say,
bad.
but it wasn't me. Thank
My
you.
bad. My bad. My bad. My
You see
bad,
how
y'all.
you was harping on that?
I thought it was
Ooh.
you. I thought it was you. My bad.
No, no, that was TC that brought that up.
My bad. My
But I
bad.
do. I genuinely like Chopper.
Okay.
Mhm.
Who is Madison Blue?
Me.
Right. So why did you create the alter ego of Madison Blue?
Because at the time I had been doxxed and I needed to kind of fall back a bit so that
Mhm.
I could take a look at what the hell was going on and how people were moving so that I could get the proof I needed to take action that I needed to take.
Okay. And why did Madison Blue target Pizarro or have a grievance or an issue with Pizarro?
I don't think, yeah, no, she wasn't the target at all.
But there seemed to be Madison Blue did not like Pizarro.
Absolutely not.
Why?
Well, I've talked about this. We honestly,
Hmm.
to be fair, we have absolutely unequivocally nothing in common. So
Hmm.
just to be fair, she wouldn't be anyone that I would be interested in having anything with anyway. So I think it's not that big of a shocker that I don't relate to her or she just doesn't relate to me or that we don't like each other. I just don't think that that's that big of a deal.
Okay. Do you
Mhm.
think Pizarro was jealous of your rapport and relationship with Brianna?
Mm, you know what? No, and I'll tell you why. Because Brianna is such a big fucking liar, and I never she was never a friend to me, and she never looked at me as a true friend. So then if that's the case, then it would be no reason for Pizarro or anybody else to be jealous.
Okay. Um, what do you think of Pizarro calling herself the Intels when her vocabulary and commentary is the antithesis of such?
It's an oxymoron, moving right along.
Long. All right. What is your relationship with Sean Bradley?
We a YouTube ship. There's nothing outside of YouTube.
If he offered or a chance for you to be on or in an entertainment venture, would you entertain it?
What do you mean, like that show?
Yeah.
I don't think I would be a good fit for it, to be honest,
Why not?
because in my real life,
Hmm.
I'm extremely quiet, very shy, and I just don't think that I would be a real fit for it. And it takes a lot to push me really to anger. And so I understand with shows like that, there typically has to be, people that have some type of art with one another.
So D
So,
so D Ramsey charging at you wouldn't make you angry?
no,
Okay. All right. What
there
are
would
your
be no reason for her to charge at me. I just don't think I would be a good fit for that. Like, I don't, with an ensemble cast, and I really don't think I would be a good fit for it. Now, I could be the person who kind of narrates the story along and throws shade in the confessional. But as
Mhm.
far as, no, I could be that. But as far as participating in the back and forth, I mean, let's look at it. When Jay Wilson
Mm.
and Mr. Tim were arguing, do you know I would have been on the floor with my feet kicking in the air laughing? I don't see, I get to giggling and laughing and shit. People would be looking at me like, girl, what are you laughing? Are you kidding me? This shit is epic. This is stomach versus stomach. This is
Exactly.
Chelsea.
Bumping bellies. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So see that kind of stuff. I'm so petty. I would be sitting there laughing at that kind of stuff. I don't think I would be a fit for it.
Okay, well, at least you know where your
Yeah,
waters
I'm
lie.
very outgoing once the camera turns on, but once it turns off, I'm I'm not.
I understand.
Mhm.
All right. What are your opinions on Bless Watkins?
I sent Miss Bless $1, a
Oh.
$1 cash out.
Mm,
And in the note I put for being the messiest and biggest elderly junkie stunner on the planet.
mm.
And I think that's accurate.
Okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
But
Fair enough.
I don't dislike her in any way. I think that she dislikes me, and that's the reason why she's said really nasty things about me. It's very interesting.
Do you think she's jealous of your looks and your channel?
Hmm, I don't know. I have no idea because the reason why I struggle with that is, and you and I have talked about this in the past. Um, Sir King, I don't. It would be hard for me to say that because she and I don't do the same thing.
Mm.
So it would
Yeah.
be difficult. Yeah, like there's nothing about us that is so similar that she would need to be envious of me at all. We don't do the same thing.
Well, she's just envious to be envious. I think she has youth envy as well. So, but oh well. Um, did Brianna ever talk? Well, did Brianna ever say anything negative to you about Lady Nika?
Yes, we both talked about Nika.
In what capacity?
Calling her a scammer
Mm. So
and
Brianna.
a pathological liar.
Mm.
And we laughed at her teeth.
Oh, oh wow. What? I mean, what did Brianna say about her teeth? They were gorgeous. Did she say?
No, no. She said that I mean, we both were very petty and
I'm not
just
asking about what you said. Can you remember asking what she said?
well, I have to own my part in it though.
Yeah, okay. Well, you can say what you said, and you can say what she said.
I don't remember verbatim.
Oh, now we
Sir
have
King.
blessed Walker's amnesia. Okay.
No, it's not really amnesia, but I'm just telling you that honestly, we both picked fun at it. So,
Mm.
mhm.
Do you think they she genuinely? I mean, do you think Brianna genuinely likes Lady Nika now?
No.
So why this facade?
Well, because a few things. I think that the facade or the facade serves a purpose. And I
Mm,
think it serves her purposes. I think it serves everybody in that ring, the dummy ring. I think it serves each one of them. This fake alliance. I think that it serves its purpose for each of them.
okay, I can see that. I can see
You
that.
see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I really do believe that.
Okay. Now, here's a very tough question,
Go
Kimmy.
for it.
Okay. Now I know you have a rapport with Ken. Okay. And
Kenola news, yeah.
Ken Ratty News, yes. All right. And I know you have ambitions to adopt children and so forth. With a man that has said the most despicable, vile things that he said, that has also included children, would you allow a man like that around your children?
So that's a really good question, and I think it's a fair one. Um, I probably wouldn't. I probably would not allow anyone from this YouTube realm to be anywhere near my children. But at the same time, I want to say this: I don't think that he would harm a child in any way. I don't think that. So I definitely don't believe that he would ever harm a child in any way.
Okay.
But whether I could have kids in here right now, I nobody will ever know. I'll never ever disclose that.
Okay. I'm just saying, I'm just asking because, he said some things and, you know, yeah.
Yeah, I think that we've all said some things that we regret, but at the end of the day, I don't believe that he would bring any harm to a child. Absolutely not. But like I said, that the adoption process doesn't take that long. I mean, really, let's look at it. It feels, when you're in it, it feels like it's going on and on forever.
Mm,
But come on, like it doesn't take that long. Clearly, you know, clearly, I could have kids in here, right? I could have my baby in here right now. Y'all will never know.
right. I'm just saying the incessant nature of the things that he says, hopefully, we just,
Yeah, I
uh,
don't think that Ken says some crazy things and shit that I know that he regrets at times. But to be honest with you, I don't believe that he would bring harm to a child. Mm-mm.
okay, I'm just asking. Hold on one second. Okay. I just
Now
want to, I
I
just want
wouldn't
to get
leave
your
my
perspective.
baby with him because his ass is he's a drive through king, and he'll have my baby eating all kind of bullshit. But yeah, no.
Yeah, he looking like he eat a whole lot of bullshit. He blowing up like the Michelin man. But anyway, yeah, you need to get him on a diet too.
You know what? We all need to be on one.
Not me. Oh well. Anyway, I'm just joking. Okay, here we go. Let me see what else I got for you. Is it true you tried to bail Tracy out of jail?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
For real? For real?
Yeah, that's true.
Why?
Because I just the mere thought of her being in there as a result of this back and forth petty YouTube bullshit, I
Mhm.
thought it was ridiculous. And I just it really the thought of it really truly bothered me. Mhm.
Now, see that the interesting or the weirdest thing about that is that Tracy actually seemed like she got reformed when she was in there. It was like prison was a good thing for her.
You know what? I don't think so. I don't think that she's reformed at all. I think she is just as goofy as ever.
But you got to admit that once she got out of jail, she started,
Mhm.
coming on camera and all that other stuff.
Yeah, now that could be a good or bad thing based on your aesthetic taste. But anyway, yeah, I don't forgot what I was saying. Listen, bottom line to it is, yeah, I tried to help her in any way I could.
Well, I applaud you for that. Why did Brianna tell Space Yaya to change her avatar picture?
Are you kidding me? Did you not see that picture?
Um, well, somebody from the Avatar land told me to share this with you. Here you go. Throb never, black and ugly as ever. However,
Damn!
throb never, black and ugly as ever. However.
You ain't shit.
So, but I'm just saying. I mean, why would Brianna feel compelled to tell someone else to?
Are you serious? The picture is horrific. Don't nobody want to sit up and look at that shit day in and day out. Hell no, change that shit.
But that's her friend, though. That's someone.
Okay. Well, your friend should be able to say, hey, that picture is not flattering. Change that. That's not your best angle, sis.
And what are cat titties?
I have no idea. Let me tell you something. That day will go down in history. I was so appalled. And you know what was the funniest part of that whole thing? The funniest part of that whole thing was we was all sitting up on the panel together. It was like me, her, it was me, her. So it was Face Yaya, Bree. I think Pizarro was up there, myself, and another lady, right? So when the camera slip happened, we were appalled and shocked. It was a period of shock and awe, right?
Mhm.
The part that was the funniest part though was if you look down in the chat, because the chat was going ape shit and the chat was like, you look like shit.
Oh Lord.
They were going crazy, right? And so different people were literally clicking the link trying to get us to call her ugly, and we all pretended like we didn't see much. And that shit sent the chat into overdrive. Like the spaceship was crashing at that moment. They were not going. They were so aggravated that we would not acknowledge the camera slip. It aggravated them and it made it so funny for me. Ugh, that was YouTube gold. Are you kidding me?
Mm.
So Jose.
Oh my God. Whew, I'm not going to add any more fuel to that fire. I know she mad, mad, mad. All right. What do you think of the rumors of Nets going out in Seattle catfishing people to get a date?
What is wrong with you and Ness No Mess? I saw that post. I was like, ooh, Sir King being so messy. What in the world? Leave Ness and her lip alone.
Oh,
Sis
I didn't
Ness
say
is
nothing about that lip.
well, it's two separate and distinct things.
Oh
But
Lord.
I think this time away has been good for her.
Mhm.
I think she looks great. She looks better than what she did because it seems as if that before she left, it seemed like that lip had taken on a life of its own. But I thought that picture you posted of her was actually pretty cute.
No, it was a nice picture. It was a nice picture
Yeah, it really
because
was.
because they said that she was using the same filter that you use, but I guess it's a gray filter, but whatever.
You know what, Pidge? You shut up. Ooh,
All
you
right.
so shady.
Oh Lord, I'm not gonna go down memory lane. All right, we got a couple more questions, and I'll let you go. All right, hold on. Let me get to it. Mm. What are your thoughts on the reversal of Roe versus Wade?
I cried. I thought that it's a moment that you can share with your children to say, I I was there, I lived the moment. Hey Lemon. But I am devastated. I It's emotional because there are so many people that are impacted by this, and I think it has larger implications. So I am devastated, and I literally cried when it happened.
Yeah, I can understand that. So I was eager to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, yeah, I
Um,
was devastated.
I can imagine. All right, what are your thoughts on James Caldwell mocking of Emmett Till and being apologetic?
You know what? I did not did this whole I did not see it. So can you tell me what the hell it was, and then I'll just give my opinion on it. What happened?
He pretty much said he gonna drag Kwani like Emmett Till was dragged. That's pretty much what he said. It was in
Oh, so
poor
he
taste.
used the he oh okay. So he used that okay in an analogy. All right. Yeah, I don't are you kidding me? Like just the horrors of what happened to Emmett Till
Right.
cannot even remotely compare to the petty bullshit we go through here on YouTube. So what did you
Yeah.
think about it?
I thought it was a complete distaste, and he is so prideful. But like I said, Emmett Till made it possible for you to be who you are today. And what happened if your sons or your children had to experience a horrific death like that? You know, would your sentiments change? You know,
Well, what
that's how.
did okay, so did James so I'm sure okay. So what was James's response to people having a problem with it?
Well, first he said that, "Oh, I'm gonna say what I want to say, and I'm not going to apologize." Then he went on. Whose panel was that? I think maybe Teresa or somebody and said, "Oh, they're just it's just words," because LSA tried to do their whole campaign over there to highlight his disgusting words, and he was wearing a Black Lives Matter T-shirt or Black Lives T-shirt when he said that. You know,
What do you think about all of the controversy and stuff around the Black Lives Matters and the misappropriation of funds? Isn't that crazy?
I think it's very crazy. I think it's terrible, but you got to look at who's funding the Black Lives Matter. What it seems,
Yeah,
other element to it too. So,
agreed.
all right. So I'm gonna ask you this. Well, I got two questions for you, and then I'm gonna let Lemon come up and ask you a couple of questions too as well. All right. The last one is it true you bought Brianna a seatbelt extender for her 29th birthday because you were concerned about her safety and didn't want her sitting in the seatbelt anymore?
No,
No, you didn't
no,
think it would be a thoughtful gift. No. Okay.
mm-mm.
Did you have a rapport with Hazel London or TC?
No. Mm-mm. TC definitely not. We would just tear each other up and throw all kinds of shade, right? So definitely not with as far as that's concerned. And Hazel London and I never had any significant conversations. You know what I mean? Like just basic stuff that she would share and I would ask about her. The once or twice that we talked on the phone, it was about like something specific with YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It was never anything other than that.
Okay. And to it up, do you think Brianna really understands the essence of having a friendship? Because friendship
No,
is okay.
no.
So what are the key components of having a strong friendship to you?
I think
What?
that the basis of a friendship, I don't think that you can be a friend to anyone else um until you can be a friend to yourself. And so I think that if you are already a fundamentally flawed, despicable human being, then I think you being a true friend to someone else, it's impossible for you to be. And so I don't think that she ever considered me a friend, and I don't think she even knows how to be a friend because
Mm,
she also drug people that weren't even on YouTube. Do you see what I'm saying? That was a part of her life.
right.
So, mhm.
All right. Well, Kimmy, we really do appreciate you for your time, and I also want to take a moment to let Lemon ask you any questions he may have. So here's Lemon. Okay.
Sure. Hey, Lemon.
Hey, Lemon.
What's up? What's up? What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? Can y'all hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
All right, perfect, perfect. What up, SK? What up, Kimmy? How are y'all?
Good.
Hey,
Good.
good.
All right, good, good. I was cooking and I was trying to ask questions. I didn't know you were gonna be the special guest, so I was trying to freestyle. So I'm gonna freestyle this little couple questions for you real quick for the 99s and the 2000s. Uh,
Yes.
all right, so we're gonna just I know I missed somebody's virtual birthday party yesterday. So happy birthday. These questionnaires is for you. Don't ever say I never gave you nothing. All right. So why is D Misso so bothered by you? Like, what's good? Like, you know her more than we do.
Oh,
And I just want to know more about her because it seems like you know her
Who?
better than we do.
You
D
talking about
Misso.
Demon Soul? We,
Yep.
we try to leave that alone
I
because
mean,
it's
go
just the
ahead.
fact that because Lemon, like she gonna take it personal, like personal, and then she gonna start over analyzing the situation as if Kimmy and I sat up here and coordinated this thing to speak about her. That's why I really haven't asked any questions
Wait.
involving her. For real, Lemon, she'll get paranoid about the fact because she thinks that Kimmy and I talk to each other, and we don't talk to each other. So
Even
she
if we did, it's none of her business. She is a married woman. It is inappropriate for a married woman to be questioning a single man about anything. It's wholly inappropriate.
go
So I
ahead. Let
don't
me ask your question.
go ahead,
You can
Lemon.
ask your
What's your
question.
question? Why am I so why is she so bothered? You know
Yeah.
what? Have you ever asked her that?
She is bothered by the fact that like
Uh,
it's a lot of stuff. I mean, how you? I mean, I guess how you did her. You know,
What? How did I do her?
she feels that you made colorist statements about her
Ain't
and
nobody
think.
make no colorist statement about her. I said the bitch is ugly and I ain't taking it back.
whoa.
Mm. I can't even laugh, y'all, because then that might get taken out of proportion. Anyway, go ahead, Lily.
Nah, the reason why I started the questions off based on D Misso because I was hearing a little bit of Brian's and I saw her drop down in his chat and she was
Oh,
like at Jay Dunn and she had a comment and she was like, let me see, let me read it right so I don't want to misquote her. Hold on, let me see. Give me a second, y'all. 1 second. So she wrote, Jay Dunn, Sir King ass is acting like he got a big exclusive interview. I wonder if just Kimmy helped him get his wife. So I'm all like, why do she think y'all like working behind the scenes? Like, where did this come? Well, you couldn't answer that because y'all fell out by that time, so that would be stupid to
yeah.
ask you. But
Well,
why do you think that?
yeah. Like I think that it is a sick fixation because, to be honest with you, I don't acknowledge the fact that that individual is alive, but I have screenshots upon screenshots upon screenshots of her constantly bringing me up. And I think it's disgusting. It's sick. Go get a life, bitch. Find something else to do. Oh, Miss Thing. So
Okay,
I
fair
think
enough.
it's sick. It's disgusting. And I mean, you visited my channel. I don't bring her up.
Yeah, so like, okay, this is my last question about her, and I got some other questions. I cannot make it
Mhm.
about her. So y'all fell out or whatever, but it seemed like y'all were closer than maybe we might not be privy to. Because I'm with Sir King. Like y'all were like thick as thieves. You feel me? Like when we saw like back in the. So when we saw you, we saw D Misso and vice versa. Or like y'all had each other's back. So there was a level of friendship there, a little bit, right? On both parts, right? Y'all fucked with each other.
Acquaintances, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, okay, not friends, but acquaintances. Okay. So what caused this discord between y'all? Like, because I felt like y'all were super cool, like y'all was moving the cord. So I just like
Yeah.
what went wrong in y'all friendship or y'all YouTube shit? YouTube shit.
I think me getting a channel. I think me getting a channel really just put the nail in the coffin. Um because I chose to run my channel a certain way and I felt as if she was, let's say for instance, we're all having this conversation. I would have gotten 4 or 5 or 6 texts from her by now. And so I would
Whoa.
literally be live, no lie, like literally live. And I would get a text because somebody said something in the chat she didn't like. Then I got another text about somebody else that went live on top of me. And then I got a text about somebody else. And on one level, you could say, okay, this person is concerned and really trying to look out for your interests. But I feel that it was beyond that, and I feel as if she was doing everything possible to control what happened on my platform. And so I really had become sick of it because it was incessant complaining. On top of, she had an access to me. She had my real phone number. So I felt like, okay, out of everybody, you have direct access to me. So why are you know what's going on in my real life. So why are you bothering me with this YouTube stuff? Why are you calling me to talk about YouTube? Why aren't you calling to say, hey girl, how you doing? How you feeling today? Why can't we have that conversation? So, Lemon, I think between me starting the channel and just and maybe it's just a part of her personality. I just cannot have any acquaintances like that. I cannot. It is mentally not healthy. Unreal. I'm not a lesbian. I'm not into that. I celebrate the LGBTQIA plus community. I love and adore, but I cannot be bothered with somebody who is that paranoid and insane. And the final step and the final nail in the coffin was when she began doing YouTube tours and hopping on people's panels and talking about me. Why do you have to say anything about? See, and this is what I told her. I said, listen, if somebody invites you to their platform and the entire conversation is about somebody else, that means that they're not really interested in you. And so
Yeah.
and I asked her directly to not have conversations about me with people that I just stop it. Just go. If you want to go on 10 platforms, go. But why the hell am I the topic of conversation? And that shit got on my nerves. And finally, the last thing was, listen, nobody's gonna have direct access to me that plays with my enemies. This shit is just not gonna happen. I don't give a damn how anybody else feels about it. That is how I choose to run my life. I don't want anybody with direct access to me playing with my enemies. And I don't dictate what grown people do. So the moment that you choose to do so, then God bless you in your endeavors. But she has done some of the most disgusting and said some of the most despicable shit since that time. So there would never, ever be a time that I will ever forgive her. She is my sworn enemy for life, and I never leave an enemy behind.
Oh, whoa. Okay, I feel you. I feel you on all that because I just needed clarity because I'm all like I don't understand. Maybe I'm missing the origin of they friendship. Something missing. So, all right, I'm glad you cleared that all up because man, it's crazy. So your beef, you have beef with Pizarro, you have beef with Bree. Now I won't even say beef. Y'all don't fuck with each other. Y'all
Correct.
and the Miss O. If you could put them on a 1, 2, 3, who you despise the
Hey,
most, can we get a
Bailiff.
number one, a two, and a three? Who is the least to the most?
Um, that's a really good question. Because you're asking me like to itemize dumb bitches. Let me think. Mm. I would have to say, let's take the Miss Soul out of it because she's a disgusting bitch and I don't even acknowledge that whole.
Oh,
So I
all
would
right.
have to say number one would have to be Brianna. Yep. So number one would have to be Brianna. Um, yeah.
All right, and two would be Pizarro and Demiso kind of got disqualified, so she didn't place in the ranking. Okay. Um, now with your current fallout with Pizarro, like what like what's that about? Like, cause I feel like one minute I thought I saw her in your chat, y'all weren't cool, but y'all were being cordial. You know how people are doing now, like who had beef before, they kind of drop down in each other's chat, even though they said what they said about each other. But you know, it was just a level of respect as YouTubers. What went left with that? Because I thought y'all were like not cool, but she was over there. Did she hit your link? I'm not too sure.
She did hit my link, and this was during the time that her channel had been taken. Remember? And so whether
Okay.
people were friends or foe, everybody was was promoting the fact that hey, she started a new channel, blah 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 blah. So I didn't have a conversation about it was never any under any we weren't under any illusions that we would ever be friends. Does that make sense?
Okay.
There was
Yeah,
never,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, there was never any of that. But I didn't, just like I wasn't celebrating the fact that Tracy was in jail, even though Tracy and I weren't on friendly accords. I just think right is wrong is wrong. So the
Yeah.
same thing with her channel, the way that somebody did, and I mean the whole P bomb and that whole thing. I don't like P. I just think it was
Yeah.
disgusting, and I think it was unfair. If she loses her channel or Tracy loses her channel, anybody loses it. Let it be on based on something they did. She didn't do anything to deserve for somebody to come up there and pull out their towel whacker. That's disgusting.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. Now, you were going to rescue Tracy in her most vulnerable state,
Oh
but
Lord.
then she gets out. Y'all are cordial. Y'all share a common friend on the YouTube streets, misunderstood. But then you sort of fall out with Tracy, right? But you were still cool with misunderstood, and then you ended up both falling out with both. What's good with that? Like, why was you able to like keep one of them as like your like a friend or an ally? I guess I wanted to say friend or ally on YouTube because I feel like you were misunderstood was cool until people saw that you were rocking with misunderstood, and then they all sort of latched onto her. um
Well, it's interesting because um she's not me. My miss. I'm sorry. Misunderstood and I still don't have a problem. If that makes sense, I don't have an issue with the a misunderstood at all. Um, Me and misunderstood and I sat back and laughed a many a day at a lot of the plays that were happening. So it may seem like one way, but I don't have any vitriol for that lady. There's no vitriol there. So, yeah, I said what I said. She said what she said. We can agree to disagree and we move forward. As far as Tracy is concerned, I wasn't trying to come to Tracy's rescue. I knew someone in her area, and I asked that person if they could help, and they tried, but it was to no avail. But it wasn't me trying to, you know what I mean? It wasn't me trying to rescue her by any stretch of the imagination. But if we could help in some way, then okay. And she didn't ever have to know that I was trying to help her. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't about that. It was just about her being unjustly incarcerated for some YouTube BS. I
yeah.
really still, even though I think she's the dumbest ass in captivity, I still I still wouldn't want to see her incarcerated behind that mess. I mean, come on. Jail, JALE. No.
Jale, she was there. I think she probably did more time than VS, but um
Mhm.
okay. So to give a current update on your status with them, you are still not cool with them, but you don't got no
Um
beef with them. By
cool
them,
with
it's Tracy and Misunderstood.
Oh,
Just
okay. Yeah,
y'all
Tracy is
just doing
dumbest
y'all.
ass. Yeah, she's dumb. She gets on my nerves, man. She gets shit wrong. She doesn't have any integrity. And when I say she doesn't have any integrity, like you would get up here and get something wrong. somebody will come in the chat, or you'll see later on, oh, okay, I misspoke on that. And it happens. We're all human. My problem with her though, and my frustration is she won't go back and change it. You watch the news and they get something wrong and they'll come back on the next day or later that day and say, hey, I reported X, Y, and Z happened, but actually this is what I was corrected. I don't ever see her do that. And you know what? That's not only true for Tracy. Because I saw the same thing. Because we remember Five was the news lady too.
Yes.
And I mean, both of them would pull the same jockey stunt. And I guess it just drove me. It really genuinely aggravates me. But in actuality, I don't hate Tracy. I really don't. Her news gets on my damn nerves. And the same thing with Five. And when they do the news, it's all opinion. So stop calling it the damn news. Because news is unbiased. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's funny. It is actually funny when you just reflect on it. It really doesn't matter in the big scheme of things. But I do get frustrated with these damn beefsteak the news people.
Speaking of beef sector news people, my next question would be, would you ever consider doing the beef sector news? Would you become that lady who
No,
reports on the beef sector / black sector news? And
no.
okay.
No, I did it
Why?
that one time just to be petty. I had fun with it. I mean, literally just to be petty, but I had a good time with it. It was fun. But doing that shit, hell no, because that would require me knowing everything that's going on, and I don't watch enough to know everything that's going on. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you another reason why I would never do it, Lemon. You got to think about it this way: that damn list. You know how many people like would cuss me out and get so angry about that freaking list. And it wasn't like that was an indication of how the kind of blowback you get when you're delivering the news per se. Hell no. Read the Heart of Philadelphia cussed me out for 2 years. Then she stopped cussing me out. And right now she not cussing me out. But yeah, so I wouldn't want to do it. I don't think it's an easy thing. Like, I'm not taking anything away from the fact that it's a big job. The YouTube news. I mean, Tracy literally has to go from platform to platform to platform to platform, try to get the details of what's going on, form a conclusion, and then deliver it. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying that these damn beefsteak the news people, I never hear them make the retractions. They just put the shit out there. It's so frustrating.
Oh, they be on that Fox News. Okay, I get it.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so next question. So Bree's having this beef with her mods. She fall out with TC and stuff. TC was sort of bringing your name up a little bit, but people start assuming that you were behind the scenes having a discussion with TC. Is that true?
No, no, it's not. I didn't. My first discussion with TC outside of YouTube was maybe like when she left. She dropped down in my chat. She dropped down in my chat. I was doing a live. She dropped down and asked for my Instagram. I gave her my Instagram, and that's the first time we had a conversation outside of YouTube, speaking in the chat or cussing each other out in the chat. We had not. You know what, Lemon? I love how people like give me this Machiavellian power, and I'm behind the scenes doing all this stuff. Like, get the fuck. If they really saw what my days entail, they would not be saying that. But yeah, so no, no, I literally had do with it. But I can see how people could draw that conclusion because look, it was so Jose. And I had basically a lot of the shit that ended up falling out, they alluded back to my original air out video. So I could see how people would try to connect me. At this point, I would just say it because fuck them, who cares? But no, I that was my first time talking to her outside of YouTube.
Now, are y'all still in communications or have communication deceased? Like y'all don't talk no more? Like it is what it is?
No,
Or
it is what it is. I'll check. It's no different than Sir King or anyone else. I'll just check on you. Be like, hey, how you doing? You doing good? All right. God bless you. Your endeavors. Keep moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's really casual. It's not anything crazy.
Well, I'm gonna skate around the next issue without bringing up a person's name, but when that all popped off with Brie as well recently, her most recent scandal, um, people said that you were behind the scenes with another individual who's not on YouTube at the moment, but they saying that you were sent information to kind of like put this all out
That is
on
such
Brie. Is
a
that true as
lie.
well? Okay.
No. Let's be clear about this. Let's be clear. Brianna would never have had a problem figuring out where shit came from had she not ran her mouth to so many different people. See, when you talk to so many different parties, then it's hard for you to keep track of, well, bitch, well, who did I tell that to? Or what? Do you follow what I mean? And I think
Yeah.
this was the perfect storm. It was one of those situations where from my standpoint, she found herself in a situation where she had talked so much about so many people to so many different groups of people, and it all hit at once. um I am very people, and I don't know why people make this a negative, but yes, I am very strategic. Yes, I am. But at the same time, in this situation, Brianna, it's so interesting to me, Lemon and Sir King and everybody, because from my standpoint, all of this was as a result of her actions, not mine, not yours, not Harry Potter, not anybody else. I mean, damn, at some point I was waiting for Shaggy, Scooby Dooby Doo, Bugs Bunny, Yosemite Sam. It just got to be very ridiculous. At one point with all of the fingers being pointed, and I just didn't hear any real accountability. I was not working behind the scenes with anybody. Let me tell you something. By the time I come live and say what I have done, the shit is already done. But at the same time, she's blamed so many people. She even blamed poor Bayless. Had Bayless. I mean, it's just been everybody. I mean, do you know what I'm saying? I mean, damn.
Did she blame anything on Triple Red? I mean, do you care to release anything regarding that or share
I
anything
know.
regarding that?
I'll never tell him everything she said about it.
Can you drop us a hint or something? We want a juicy.
You forgot the soul. You got to put the soul in it.
Go ahead. You put the soul in it.
No, I can't do it.
Your comp.
Nah, okay, Kimmy.
Hold on, wait. I think she about to drop something. What? Did I hear something, Kimmy?
There.
Oh, is it a oh?
Let me don't say that.
Whoa, 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 Kimmy,
Child.
you can't do stuff like that.
Kimmy.
I was, you know what?
Kimmy.
All right, Kimmy.
What?
Baby,
Kimmy said gloves off.
mommy.
I told you I'm feeling tested, so I just went ahead and put shit on out there. Now, are you
Child.
surprised?
Yes.
Yeah,
Why?
I
Yes. They don't.
I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready for that either, but
That is so Jose.
that,
That tell me
Uh,
that is not some juice.
that's why. Listen, and I'm not gonna say much, but that's why I believe that other person when they told their story, I'm all like, this all
Listen,
makes sense now. I'm connecting the.
I'ma say it, you ain't got to. Rico was not lying. Rico does not lie on his Talawacco.
Oh,
Now that's all I'm gonna say about that.
but
whoa.
Kimmy, the reason we didn't know people be traveling like that though.
Y'all are so gagged by that.
I need a drink. What am I
Y'all are
drinking?
gagged. So you want me to drop the next part to y'all?
Hell yeah! If this a part two, I'm barely. I'm barely recovering from what you just put back there. I don't even think. I think part two just might take me out. Just might be gone.
Well, well, you
Whoa.
go ahead and drop part two.
Oh Lord.
Let me close your eyes.
Oh Lord.
Baby.
Okay, there you go.
Oh. Mm.
But how do you know this? Like it was told to you?
I'm
Did you
telling you
see
right now. Look at
something?
this. Okay, look at this.
How y'all be getting these pics? Not that I don't care, but I'm just be like, y'all, sure, that's all. Ooh.
Now this part right here gonna have you on the floor.
The first one I'm shocked about.
Oh, I'm sick right now. I think I need to smoke. I'm gonna smoke. I'll be right back.
Okay. So then when this happened, okay,
But they in a committed relationship though, right?
Wait.
Ooh.
Hold on. I didn't just read what I read. Um, I need another commercial, but I'll be right back. That last one. Wow.
No, it's that first one, living. That's what ooh.
so now you can understand why I won't really say that publicly because I'm not trying to hurt.
Oh, so that's
You,
why James said that. Ooh, the pieces coming together, y'all. Oh Lord. Ooh, I sure do. Amberton. Oh Lord. Oh my God, these names. Oh, baby, honey. We're gonna go to commercial break real quick, because there's a lot going down in the back chat. We'll be right back. Hey, I'm so scared. I think I'm gonna play the Halloween trailer. Okay, go see Halloween, not April, October 18th. We'll be right back. Child, it's a slaughter back here in the private chat. We'll be right back.
Come on, let's go. Come and get me, motherfucker.
Whew, thought
All
I'd give
right.
y'all some real life entertainment. Ooh, child. Mm.
Kimmy, I wasn't ready for what you wrote back there. But okay, so my thing to you is well, you can answer, but without saying what it is. So were you privy to this pass
yes,
around? Oh,
yes, and it was quite nice.
no. No. That wasn't what I wanted. I just
What
want
you
to know where you
wanted?
privy. I just want to know where you privy to the pass around and what the message, the what you
Yeah.
were talking about back there. That's
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. Whoa, where do I go from there?
I don't know.
They don't know what we're
Child.
talking about, so keep going
But
with.
but
At
Kimmy,
least I feel
but
very
Kimmy,
messy. What?
your first statement. Look at your first statement you wrote. They actually met and did the thing. because they look like they like polar opposites. That's why I can't like even think of them even talking to each other. Oh, maybe that's why that person came out and made that threat. Oh no, we can't because the shit we talking about will really set some shit off. So we got to talk in
It
code.
will, but I'm not putting it. I ain't saying shit. Nah. If
And
Kimmy want
that's
to
why,
say it,
no, I would never say that publicly because that would hurt,
oh
that would harm that person, and that person doesn't deserve that. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never do that. Mm-mm. Nope.
now my next question to you is: you do rock with Kendra. Y'all seem to have a pretty good rapport, you and Kendra, despite him dragging you on
Who?
different
Why
platforms. And
isn't
then
that whiny voice lady? Yeah.
Kendra is Kiki Kenola News.
Oh, I thought you was
Thank you.
okay.
Let's call the
Okay.
man his name. Ken Nola
Oh,
News. Okay.
Okay, so I okay. 1 minute y'all not cool, then y'all cool, then he drag you, then y'all not. So are you just okay? You just okay with his YouTube persona that you allow him to kind of drag you and you become cool with him again? Because y'all got a weird rapport. 1 minute I think y'all done, but then y'all cool again. So it's kind of
Well,
like this tennis match,
yeah.
and I'm like, what's up
Okay.
with y'all?
That's fair. Yeah. Um, he has said some ridiculous things about me, and I cussed his ass out. He came on my platform and apologized. He apologized to me privately, and that's fine. The best apology is change behavior. So, we made a commitment as friends to say, listen, we're not going to try to harm each other in any way. Like if you're genuinely my friend, genuinely love you, your wife, your baby, then that YouTube shit just needs to stay on YouTube. And there are just certain lines that we don't cross. And ever since Ken and I had that conversation, Ken has been nothing but a stand up individual to me. And so I don't have any concerns. And I've tried to be the same for him. So,
Okay. So if
mhm.
he crossed these lines again, we are to believe that it's done because of
Yeah, but it will be
right.
done on both sides, right? So that means that I have to not cross lines as well. It's not one way
Right, right,
or
right.
the
No, I'm
other.
not putting
It's a
all the blame on
mutual.
him. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
mutual.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right, cool. All right. I respect that.
yeah.
Um,
Do you think
so
that y'all could ever get to a place where you guys could be mutually respectful?
who? Me
Yeah.
and him?
Hmm.
No. I, I could see him in a chat and not speak or not try to get into like a roast, but what are you asking? Could I be cordial?
Yeah, I think you could. I really believe that you could. Sometimes this YouTube shit complicates things unnecessarily, and I get it. And when tempers are hot anyway, then it only and with y'all men, man, mix testosterone in with that, and you got ugh, junkie stunt heaven. But I do believe that you guys, just from knowing him and from what I see of you, um, I could see that.
No, because he takes kindness as an
Oh, here we go.
indication of weakness, right? So if Lemon was to, show him respect, then he'll go into one of his bipolar identities, and then Lemon's nothing but nice, and then he'll come after Lemon for no reason, and then say, "I'm sorry, I didn't do that." No, so I've even
We
tried
try.
to help. We tried.
I tried it before too. Like he came over. This is before he said most of the crazy shit that I was, you know,
Yeah,
going to come into the future. We were cordial. He said he was going to do gaming channel. He was going to, play his games, do a different format. He was going to stop doing the shit he was doing. Promise you, like 24 hours went past, he was dragging us again after having a perfectly good conversation on a platform. So I don't do that back and forth. Like once you show me, I
yeah,
believe it, and I don't expect nothing else from you because that I just see the games as being played. Like maybe it works more with women, but like if you tell me you cool, we ain't beefing no more, like you done, you finna do something else, I'm gonna take your word and I want you to do it, right? Gave him props, go ahead, do your gaming channel, and he started dragging us again. Then when he went on his tell all interview about like Nika and Bless, he was like, "There's only two people I came for unprovoked was Five Babe and Sir King." Facts. That those are facts. Like we never even knew who Ken Nola News was, so he just started all this bullshit. So it's like it's hard for us to like even get cool with him when we met him on bullshit. Like me and you, we used to whoop bang, you used to drag me. I used to say what I used to say when Sir King go live, back and forth. But once we had a conversation, I haven't disrespected you or said anything negative about you since we made amends. I kept my
That's correct,
word,
and vice
and that's how
versa.
I am. Yep.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's why I respect. That's why I respect it. I respect you for that. For real.
Yeah, I
It's
appreciate
different.
that. I
Yeah.
think I think I don't know. I would say never. But I understand why you feel the way that you feel. But I'll say never because I think the whole goal, even though we all have our own ambitions, I think the whole goal is just to be a little bit better day by day. And so I'm going to say never. I'm hopeful that you guys can back to a place where it's mutually respectful. I do.
Never was mutually respectful.
It was never, yeah, it was never
Yeah.
respect. I
Yeah.
don't want to hold you, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Um, but nah, for me, the stuff that he said, like, and I don't want to make no, we ain't even gonna make this about him. Moving right along.
Moving
Uh
right along. Yeah.
so now that I did, Five Babe left. So where's y'all current status? Like, what's good with y'all? Because she gave you compliments, but within the compliments, there was some drags as well. So are y'all at a rocky place? Can y'all reconcile, or are you just cool off her entirely?
Yeah. You know what? I didn't hear any compliments, so okay.
She did.
But
She gave you some. I can give you some. I can give you like two of them.
when on her when you talking about
Uh,
her last live?
yeah, she was comparing like you have nothing to be jealous of Brie about. She said you look better, that
Oh
she said
Lord.
some good stuff. I was like, okay, but
Well,
she did some shady stuff too, but
yeah, and see
it
that
was
part to
mixed.
me. Okay, yeah, I don't. I wish her well. You know, I either wish you well or hope you heal. In her situation, I wish her well. I don't have any vitriol toward her. I will never, though. Um, we could never do business with one another. If an opportunity came upon my desk and I thought that she would be perfect for it, we just could never ever have that because of her association with Lumpy the Ass Clown. Period.
Oh,
So,
lumpy.
yeah. So, as far as that is concerned, I do wish her well. I think it takes courage to step out and live your truth and live your dreams. So I'm happy for her as far as that. But on the YouTube level, yeah, no. Um, that association with Lumpy the Ass Clown 86 is any possibility of anything else. And I think
Okay.
that's unfortunate because I do think that had she not fell for that okey doke with Lumpy, we might have could have did some things.
Yeah, and my next question was gonna be, so okay, despite where y'all at in current time, if she sent you a letter in a Babe Nation wig, or said I wanted to send you one, would you wear it? And would you accept it? Like, would you wear it and be like, okay, this was a nice gesture? Would you?
Yeah, I would.
Okay,
I
okay,
still would. I mean, and I told her that though when we were cordial, I did say, yeah, I would. I mean, after calling it wolf pussy hairs, I mean, give me a break. It's it's only fair that you give it a chance. So I would have. I would have. We're just
okay.
not that whole lumpity ass clown. See, man, when you bring him in the mix or her in the mix, it's a no.
So I guess I don't gotta ask no questions about Lumpy because you pretty much told me your current state of where you still don't fuck with it. Okay, cool.
No.
Um.
But I still got some striking to do tonight.
Uh,
Hmm.
so what's up with that? Like, okay, so your policy is what with your striking, how you move. Like,
Well, he's my sworn enemy. So
okay,
he gets nothing. As far as my fellow content creators, if somebody uses my content, I always, everybody knows by now you cannot use my content without my permission. Everybody knows that. But I still have people who try it and pull junkie stunts. So the last person who did it, I politely put on their wall, just typed one message, was like, please remove my content. I'll give you a day or two to remove it. If not, I'm gonna strike the dog shit out of you. They removed it. You know what I mean? And I typed back to them after they removed it and said, if you ever want to, just let me know. All you gotta do is ask. You know what I mean? I don't understand what's so difficult about that, Lemon.
No, I agree. I agree. I'm with you on that. I'm following. I think
So
people should
I
ask you to
happen
use
to,
your stuff.
yeah, I happen to look down in my chat. This is why I don't let this fucking troll in my chat. I am
Uh-oh.
not a felon, bitch. Your mammy is a felon for
Uh,
having you, whore. Moving right along. Sorry, let me not look in this chat.
Rule 101, don't never look at the chat. It will definitely, you know what it is. Cause I've done that before as well. Like I'll be
Y'all's
good and
chat
I read the
is
chat.
typically though. Y'all's chat is, typically safe place. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
don't
yeah.
really let stupid shit fly. But no, that's why that troll will be blocked. Be blessed and be blocked, bitch. You'll be blocked till the rapture come, whore.
Now, with how you're perceived on YouTube, right? Despite, you was with Sean Bradley, then you became cool with Bree, then you became, your independent self and started becoming a content creator. Do you have any like regrets on things you either shared or how you're perceived on the YouTube streets that you would do different if you had like a redo? Like, what would you
No,
do different? Nothing. You would keep it the
nothing.
same.
I keep it the same because it all roads led me to where I am today. I have learned some from
Facts.
my mistakes. I've learned some very valuable lessons. I have made some dumbass mistakes, just rookie shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's brought me to where I am right now. So no, I wouldn't do. I would do it the same way because those same lessons that I learned on here, I was able to apply them to my life. So no, and as far as my perception, the you can be winning, but the moment if you want to know when you're losing, it's when you start trying to change people's minds. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and I am completely okay with that.
Yeah, I think the hardest thing to do is try to convince a mind that's already made up. You feel me? Like I'm not going to try to reconvince something that's already made up. Like it's made,
Yeah.
you feel this way. I'm not going to do, overtime to try to unconvince you I'm something different than what you perceive I am. So I feel you on that. All right, I respect it.
Yep.
Um, let me see. Let me see. All right, can you? This is my final question. It's messy a little bit, but can you say one positive thing about Bree, Pizarro, and D Misso?
Um. mm,
They all black.
they're all black. They are all.
No,
They are all black.
you
That's it.
cannot adopt Sir King idea. I want you're honest. Like if you were there, you could say
Mm.
one positive thing about each individual differently. They can't all fit into the same realm. One positive thing about each individual. One.
Okay. Uh. I don't, Brianna has a YouTube channel. I um. I get that. That could be a positive. Um.
But we're aware that she has a YouTube channel. We need a positive comment.
It's so difficult for me because and I genuinely am struggling with it. And I don't normally hesitate, but I generally am struggling with it because I'm not in that space where I can even fathom that person having any real relevance on the planet. So I'm just not in that space yet, and I don't know when I'll get there. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I don't want to be disingenuous. Like I've answered every one of y'all's questions honestly.
She could
I
cook
respect
pound
it.
cake and not burn it, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go. But
I feel what you're saying. You're at a place where you're not
Yeah.
able to say something positive, so you don't
I
want to
can't.
come off fake or whatever because you're just not
Yeah.
there yet. And I gotta respect that. I can't pressure you into saying something positive about them when you
Yeah.
don't
Because at
feel it
least
or
with
mean it.
five, yeah, like at least with five, I can wish her well. You know what I'm saying? And like
I
I said,
thought y'all
you
were doing good. I
you can
thought,
wish you. What we're not, but it is the thing that she just didn't realize is I positioned myself in such a way that anything other than her being kind made her look crazy. And so, because I wasn't fighting her. So, yeah, she just chose a different direction. And I wish her well. As far as those other people, I just don't wish them anything. If you made a decision to be friends with someone, you have to know something positive. It wasn't for charity you once. That is your opinion applicable to your life. I don't adopt your opinion and I don't choose to go by that. I'm not in a place where I can think of anything positive. Now, if you want to come up with something positive for them three bitches, go right ahead. I ain't got shit to say and I ain't changing
oh, oh,
it.
wow. Okay. I think that might be my last. Let me see. And I see that you're cool with. All right, now what's the status with you and Lady Snoop? I like that y'all did make amends. I thought that was good because it went super left on your channel. I'm like, we ain't getting nowhere. Like, let's just hang it up. But y'all actually did reconcile on that line, and
Yeah,
y'all did hear each other out, and y'all made amends. Is it still
yeah.
y'all still cool?
Still cool. I support her 1,000%. I appreciate that sister for having the conversation. I think it was long overdue, and I finally got a chance to see through her eyes what I had done to offend her. You know what I mean? Because it's one thing to just
Yeah.
think it, but I literally stopped and listened to what she said. And I was like, oh, I get that. I own that. Okay, okay. So yeah, we're good. I still support her mostly every time she goes live at crazy times, but I try to catch her replays. We are still very cordial with one another and I wish her the best. Yep.
Okay. I was nervous for y'all up there. Y'all was whoop banging,
Yo, it went
y'all was
crazy for a minute, right?
yeah, for a
Whew.
minute, for a long, periodically time, you two was woo bang. I'm all like, is who gonna break this up? But y'all came around the corner, y'all saw each other, and y'all listened, and I really enjoyed that because to see people who had a big beef kind of hear each other out and come to like a place of understanding from both sides. I think that's good. It's needed. It shows that people can be for a while and do make amends and mean it. So that was good. I know in the
Yeah.
process you lost misunderstood. You feel me?
Mm, well, I didn't lose anything there. I feel like, and I feel like this today, and I felt like that then. She wanted something from me that she wasn't even giving. You understand what I mean? You want
Yeah.
blind loyalty and unequivocal loyalty, and for someone that you don't like not to be up on the platform. It got way too murky. I'm like, bruh, you can't ask those things of me when you're not extending me the same courtesy. So how about let's separate this YouTube shit from real life, and you know, and just I don't come to your channel, you don't come to mine, and we're good.
I agree with you on that, and I do like misunderstood, but I feel like if she can rock with Miss Intel, you should be able to make amends with people she had beef with, even if it's Lady Snoop who she have an active beef with. You feel
Mhm.
me?
Mhm.
Even though you're not bringing her into the drama, you're squashing beef from y'all beef, not their beef, y'all beef. So I feel like
Thank
you
you,
you were you were
Lemon.
in your right. You was in your rights for sure. I understood. I had to look at it. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Then I looked at it. I'm like, okay, but she can go over there. But then if uh Kimmy entertained Lady Snoop, then it's looking like she's fucking with the ops. So I was like, that's not fair. It got to be fair across the
Yeah.
board. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I was with you on that. I was with you for sure.
Yeah. And I don't regret making things right because as you said, Lady Snoop and I had our own stuff that we needed to sort through. And I think it just proved that, plus look at it this way. Two sisters getting up on a public platform and really hashing that shit out, going from screaming to vulnerable to frustrated back to, okay, sister, I hear you, I'll do better. I think that's pretty damn significant. My
Yep.
show is not the Jerry Springer show. It's not, a bunch of yelling and screaming and pandemonium. Even when there are things that cause conflict on my channel, I really do want people to walk away not feeling yucky. Have you ever watched somebody's YouTube, watch their show, and it was so much fucking chaos and screaming and bullshit? You walk away, you turn that shit off, and you're still like reeling on the inside, even though it would have nothing to do with you. You're still reeling on the inside. I don't want people to walk
Yeah.
away feeling like that. I want people to walk away and say, damn, now that was crazy, but okay. And you still feel okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Of course, we're in a beef. I walked away from numerous lives that I was like, especially when it goes too dark. When shit gets too
mhm,
dark, like the
yeah.
deceased kids, all
Yeah.
weird shit outside of Dragon. That's when I leave. Not lately, because it ain't been that crazy, but yeah, in the past I've have left lives, and I'm like, this shit is weird. Why am I here? Like I question myself, like, why are you
Yes.
here?
Yes. Yes, exactly. And I think there were some things that we all kind of tolerated during the pandemic
The
that now
pandemic
you
was
look at
different.
like, yeah, and like now you look like, bitch, what am I? Is this my life? Like, what are we? You know? I mean, so
I feel
yeah,
you.
yeah. Like I've literally watched some shit, and I just have to look around my room and be like, bitch, is this my life? Like, what are we doing? Why am I watching you? You're a fool.
Okay, I got
So
another messy question for you. I feel you.
yes,
But if you, because since your home is you, I don't know your original home, but I think this is your original home was Club Chat. If Sean Bradley extended, like he was out there in your area, would you link up for the 99s and the 2000s? Would y'all have a meetup? Would you do it? Would you be interested?
I would.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm completely fine with, meeting up and laughing, talking, having a fun time. I don't have a problem with that. Hmm.
And that is the first place you sort of like kind of came from will be Sean Bradley Camp,
Honestly,
right?
mm-mm.
Or you could have been somewhere else. Where did you come
No.
from? Where is
Mm-mm.
your home?
The first
Sorry.
person I started watching is James.
Whoa. Ooh, that's a curveball for the 99s and the 2000s.
I'm
So,
telling
okay,
you.
spill it, boys.
And Mr. Tim came up in my recommended, so I would watch him do like how he does Jay Wilson's now. He used to do Walter Lee Hampton like that, and Justin Jay. So I would go from James. I mean, I had been watching James for years, and then James actually did a live one day talking about fostering and being a foster father, and because that was something that he could relate to, and he was talking to Sean, and he mentioned Sean, and he, it was uploads back then, it wasn't lives, but he was like, you guys go and check him out. And that's how I found Sean, through James. But if I have to pinpoint and say who I started watching first, it would have to be Mother, and then it was Mr. Tim, and then it was Sean, and then me.
So, okay, despite who you watch first via eyeballs and brain, where would you say you originated from? Like, if you came from a camp, like what camp would you
James.
say?
It would have to have been James,
All right,
because
hey, you're from the
back
Trade Your Lane,
then,
Spiller Boy TV.
yeah, because back then, Sean, it wasn't a club chat. It was, he would say the side out is eternal and the queen. Like he always had his little catchphrases. And then he had started doing like call-ins and stuff. And so there was a lot more opportunity to interact from a YouTube standpoint with the creators. So if that's the case, then like interacting and all that other stuff would be Sean. But the first panel I ever went on, the first panel I ever went on was Tracy panel where me and Jessica B cussed each other out.
Cheesy pieces. Cheesy
Tracy,
pieces.
Tracy,
Are you a Tracy?
pieces.
Were you so would that
Mm-mm,
make you a sort of a pieces?
At
mm.
some point, I supported. See, I've always felt like I wanted to go
Sorry.
where I wanted to go. But yeah, she was the first panel. That was the first time I ever hit a panel, and it was the cuss. So crazy.
Mm.
Yep.
Then you were pieces then.
I said, okay.
You're pieces. Cause my first mark of YouTube was Sir King panel. So wherever you hit that panel your first time and you whoop bang, that's your mark right there. Like, cause we could be subscribers, right, and be in different people chat, but still figuring out who we like, and finding out different content creators along the way. Like you found, you said Trezor first, and um, Timothy Blaine, then Sean Bradley. But you're figuring it out. But that
Yeah.
time you hit that panel, that's your starting point. That's where people really see
Really?
you as, yeah, as an individual, because you put a voice behind this avatar. Because when you're in the chat, it's free game, right? But when
Okay.
you hit that panel, that's where you make your mark at. So like, let's say we never um heard your voice, or only saw you in the chat, but you hit uh SK Link for the first time and you dragged whoever was on the panel. Niggas will remember you. I mean, people will remember you from that moment that you hit this certain link. So they will group you into this category based on where they saw you first at. Like where they, oh, she is a real person. She hit Tracy's link. So that would kind of make you a pieces in a sense, but not fully. Um you gotta approve of it, but you saying no, you saying you're Trey's your lane, so I gotta respect that because you said that was your first person you started fucking with. So yeah,
Yeah. So I literally, yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, I spent a lot of time over with Club Chad, a lot of time with James, Nika back in the day, Mr. Tim back in the day. Those were the main ones that I watched. I never even heard of TSCC. How I heard of TSCC is Sean had those call-in numbers. He had those call-ins, and they would call in and cuss each other out. Now that shit was epic. Okay.
it was
Oh,
back in the olden days, right?
so Jose, and they would go
Okay,
on.
good
They would go
question.
on
So
Blab and cuss each other out. This shit was good.
you are from like Treasure Lane, but my thing is to you. Okay, so you start rocking with Sean Bradley camp. So how did the topic of what you know told the audience about your your whole situation with Club Chat, how did that come about? Like, did you volunteer? Did you relate to a story that
Yeah, I
was
related to
being
a
talked
story.
about?
Yep, that's exactly what it was. He and he'll still do it from time to time. He had this entire series, and so yeah, I share my story. Hmm.
All right. We gotta be respectful of Kimmy's time. It's going on 2 hours, almost over 2 hours. But Kim, I do have this question for you. So, regarding Jay Wilson, do you think his YouTube addiction affected his real life? And you know,
You know,
what
I
are your thoughts
think.
on that?
Oh Lord, I think that what was done to cost him his job was disgusting. See, you have
Well,
to
so
take.
what was done though? It seems as if you have more intel than we do.
Well, I mean, it was pretty public. Jay Wilson's job was compromised as a result of people calling and lodging these ridiculous complaints. And I just think on some level, I thought it was disgusting. Because again, what has Jay Wilson done so significant to then affect him and his real life? And
That's a loaded question. I don't agree with people calling people's jobs, but I felt that he was making a mockery of the Lord, making a mockery of the indigent, and being a hypocrite regarding the mission and the way of God.
hmm. Okay. So would you have called the job then? Like feeling how you just would
N-
you have called?
No, because I have a conscience and I fear God. But there's a lot of people who don't have a conscience and don't fear God, and he challenged those people who don't have a soul to do it, and they did it. And
Okay.
you have to be careful of the words you speak because some people do not have a conscious barometer in their body, and I think he fell, prey to those people, unfortunately.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's how I feel about that. Do y'all think of anything else?
Yeah, I got a messy question from the chat. It's
Okay.
not me. It's not me. Please don't whoop bang against me, Kimmy. It
What?
says, "Can you ask Kimmy why she don't never pull her wigs down in the front?"
Well,
Uh-uh.
I'll
I
tell
know it
you.
was messy, but she said, go
Mm.
for it. So I wanted
You
to.
can't, but
I
you
know.
can't upset the guest. You know, because
I
Well,
fuck with Kimmy. Kimmy, no, I
yeah,
didn't
but
say
Kimmy
it.
gonna fuck with you back though.
well,
Kimmy,
I think no, I'm
Kimmy,
good.
I fuck
Listen,
with you, Kimmy.
I know
Kimmy,
you do.
I do.
Yeah, I
We're
do. I know you do. I think the reason why because bitch is mine. You see how that works? So I'm never going to please whoever asks that question, but I would love for that individual to come on camera right now and let's just see how you look, bitch. Because the last time I found somebody in the chat talking shit, I went over to their page and them motherfuckers looked like a fool. Do you hear me? I mean, bitch was so ugly, I went to scratch it. Like, get the fuck out of here. So that's your answer to your question, Miss Thing. Honey,
I was
stick
not
it
trying
in.
to disrespect you though, Kimmy. Dead
No, I
ass.
know
I
you
just was
weren't.
like, because when they'll be like they only talked about like certain people, but they didn't ask the questions of the people in the chat that said blah 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 blah. So I
Ooh,
want to
child.
let me at least ask some messy questions so they'll be like we're being fair. You know what I'm trying to do? Trying to just be fair at least. I don't know,
I
but
know,
I don't mean
Lemon.
it.
I know you what you try to do, Lemon, but I don't know what kind of mood Kimmy
But dead
in.
ass,
Mm.
Kimmy has stepped her game up. Dead ass, and I told people that I said once Kimmy figure out this formula, she's gonna be a problem for the YouTube streets. And in my opinion, she's stepping her game up like every time I see her. So you know, I had to
Thank
tell you
you.
that as well. You
Thank you.
killing it.
Thank you. I think
They
can I
say
ask y'all a question?
they say you the reason Friday left.
They
Oh,
ain't said ain't nobody said
Yes,
that.
they did. They said she
Ain't
couldn't handle
nobody said
your
that.
who
competition.
said that?
Ain't nobody said that. He
Yes, they
being pulling a
did.
drunken
Remember when
stunt.
you came on Kimmy and she was like over there like talking about you and numbers and stuff like that. Yeah, he may be in competition. She may decide to bow out.
Well, but let me ask you something. Do you feel I know how Sir King feels, but I want to hear Lemon's perspective. Lemon, do you feel that you're in competition or do you feel like as a subscriber watching all of us, do you feel like we're in competition with one another?
Who the content creators?
Yeah.
Are you got the content creators and the beef center? Are y'all in competition with each other?
Yeah. Do you feel like we are?
Yes, I do.
Really?
I do.
I'm not in competition with any of these people.
Not in the sense of I gotta compete like that, but in a sense like y'all gotta pump. Y'all are the spearhead of the entertainment, right? So y'all have to produce, you guys have to give people great content, stuff that they want to watch and see. And you have different people who do the same thing you do. So in a sense, you guys are in competition or whatever, because y'all have to try to provide the best content for the audience that will garner you guys good views, super chat, cash app support, and all that. So I feel like you're not doing this just some do it because they just like to do it, and some people do it because they like to do it and they want to be compensated on what they're providing, which I understand both sides. So I feel like yes, in a sense, not like maybe y'all don't set your agenda to be in competition with these people, but when we look at the bigger picture, yeah, you guys are all in this field providing good entertainment for the subscribers, and you guys have to pump this shit out weekly. So yeah, kind of, if that makes sense. Not like
Okay.
y'all, you know, yeah.
Yeah. Sir King said the same thing. Yeah, I don't that's interesting. I've heard Mova say that. Me and Sir King and I have talked about it. Okay, all right, Lemon, I appreciate that. But here's my message question for you: where's Terry P? Did she just watch from the clouds, or she
Terry
under
P
control?
has been back. She was back for the 99s and the 2000s. If y'all want to catch Terry P, we did an exclusive when Ness No Mess was the special guest. Terry P did make a special appearance. So we did get to hear from Terry P. We did talk with her and stuff like that. So she's doing good. She might be in a cloud. She do hit Pizarro link as well. Wait, are you and Terry P cool? Y'all are cool,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah. She need to pull up to the pretty committee and a distinguished gentleman
yep.
uh for the 99s and the 2000s.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
Terry
hit the link a
P.
few times. Yep.
So if you listen to Terry P, you need to slide over to Kimmy. She's looking for you. She want to know what's good. But yeah, she was here like about a week and a half ago. I would say like we did a night live. She pulled up. She was here.
Oh, okay. So y'all interviewed
But
Ness and her lip.
wait, what about repeat that?
Y'all interviewed Ness and her lip, or just
Uh,
Ness?
oh,
Oh, he dropped off. He'll come back. No, we did. We tried to keep it respectful, but she was playing in people's faces, and I had to call her a Komodo dragon. So,
What?
hmm.
Oh God. Well, oh God. That's all I can say, Sir King. Oh God.
What? What?
Now, Sir King, you know they're gonna be mad because I ain't
At
gonna have
you?
us over
You?
here talking
Oh.
shit.
Mm. Oh well. No, we appreciate you coming through and being candid. Oh, here comes Lemon. So we appreciate that.
Yeah.
damn,
Gotcha.
you done Kimmy done karate chopped me off the stream yard. Wasn't ready.
Whatever. Whatever. Can you think of any other questions you may have, Lemon?
Yeah, because we got to wrap this up. So anything else,
All right,
Lemon,
I want
before
to
we
wrap
let
it
you go?
up. Let me see. Sir King, you asked a question. I'll finish off with one last question. That's it.
No,
Give me
I'm
one.
answering my question.
You asked
We
all your things.
Yeah, because we definitely over her time allotment. So I want to be
Oh, my
respectful of
bad,
her
my
time.
bad,
And
my bad.
yeah.
Um. All right. So, what's next for? What should we expect from you? Like, what do you have in store for the audience? Like, what should we be looking forward to as far as your channel and stuff like that? Like, do you have anything in stores specifically
Yes.
you want to share that we could be
Yeah.
abreast to?
Thank you. Yes. So we have our virtual slumber party that we're doing with the ladies. So it's a ladies night out, but it'll be a virtual slumber party for just a few hours one night. So that's coming up. Then we have ladies night where we have a slew of gentlemen coming to let's have some candid conversations. This should get really juicy. And yeah, as far as my channel is concerned, I just went through like a brand refresh. I kind of rebranded everything. And my main YouTube channel will be just around conversations and kickbacks and things like that. My vlogs and most of my beauty lifestyle content, I'm moving to Patreon. And so people don't have to double pay or anything like that. If they're on any of my upper tiers, then they'll automatically get access to the Patreon. But yeah, so my beauty lifestyle content will be housed over on Patreon. The kickbacks and all of the mess, and because kickbacks always go to the left, that stuff will be housed on YouTube. So good things to come. We're gonna feature some new shows, some Cooking with Kimmy and things like that. Our first episode of Cooking with Kimmy was a hot mess, but it was hilarious. It was fun. So yeah, I have a lot coming up. I do a lot of things with my members, as you know, and I am very, very big on engagement with them. And so, me kind of moving some of the content to Patreon would even allow for even a greater ability to interact. So, that's what's important to me. So, yeah.
All right, for sure. All right. Sounds good. I'll pull up to one of those things that you got public for the audience that's not on the membership level and stuff like that. Not that I'm not a member. I'm not saying that I'm not or not, but um I'll see what's popping with you for the 99s and the 2000s.
Yeah,
Now,
I appreciate
now
it.
they're wondering with one of your cooking with Kimmy editions that you got going on over there that you're using
Oh
Brianna's
Lord, the cooking with
recipes.
Kimmy. The first one was I had a partnership um with HelloFresh. It was just a disaster, Sir King. It was a disaster. It was a hot mess. The audience was entertained. They laughed the entire time, but I mean, I it was just a
What
ridiculous
did
mess.
you make?
Oh my God. I tried
Pound
to
cake,
make
lemon pound cake.
I did not. I made like some burgers with
Oh
this
Lord. Oh,
garlic
don't say that.
aioli sauce and these caramelized onions. Listen, it was just way too much going on. I complained the entire time. But no, cooking with Kimmy, we are restarting our weight loss challenge, but it's really a better health challenge. And we'll be on Patreon with our better health challenge. And we'll be able to kind of share our progress and be each other's accountability partners, but then we also are going to have we're going to incorporate that with the cooking with Kimmy. We have quite a few vegans in my camp. So they'll make vegan versions of meals. I'll make, the non-vegan versions of meals. And we'll just share different healthy choices, share recipes, this and that. Just a way for us to be healthier. So that's what the cooking with Kimmy is about.
Hey, okay.
They want to know, would you do a cooking show with Lovely Love?
I would do a cooking show with Lovey Love. I was supposed to do one with Miss Rhonda, but most of the time, Miss Rhonda is on a ban from from my platform, so we could never get to the cooking.
Mm.
But yeah, I would
Oh,
do some.
my question to you is, why do you give people such long time banned from your platform? You be like, I don't want to see you for 6 weeks or 9 months. Like, why is the punishment so harsh for a first
Because
time offender?
they pull junkie stunts. I mean, they do shit and they come over and they're so ridiculous and they do just stupid stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck? Don't come back for 4 weeks. Get the hell out of here. The problem is that when I do that to Miss Rhonda, she literally would not come back for that time frame. And Lovely Love reminded me the other day that I had told her she couldn't come back for 6 weeks, and her 6 weeks is up, and she coming back. So I don't know. I don't know where I get it from. They aggravate me, and I say it. I don't know.
Damn.
All
Okay, I
righty.
respect
Well,
it.
thank you, Kimmy, so much for your time. We appreciate it. I think a lot of people got a lot of insight, information, and wisdom, um, from the answers you provided to the questions that we asked.
I hope I was candid enough, but I really appreciate you guys having me. This was fun.
Oh, yeah, we definitely did.
I
Had a
enjoyed
great
it.
time.
Yay! Well, thank you guys, and sweet dreams to you all. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to someone else. I'm
Do you
going
want
to
to?
bed.
Do you want to
Huh?
advertise your Cash App? Y'all want to
No,
send a
what?
gesture to Kimmy? Her Cash App is
Um, um,
$,
PRTTYKK.
PRTTYKK.
PRTTYKK. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, y'all. So if y'all want to send a gesture to PRTTYKK, please feel free to do so. She definitely provided some entertainment and some information. So thank you so
Summer
much, Kimmy.
Breeze said, "Kimmy, do you
Oh
see how?
Lord.
Do you see
Oh
how
Lord.
obsessive this bitch is? Do you see that?
Oh
Wait, who
Lord.
you woo banging with now? Summer
Do
Breeze.
you
What Summer
see
Breeze says? Kimmy D Miss L says
it?
she is going to lie to talk about the discuss. I think that she meant discussing things that you said about her.
What disgusting things? But do you see how obsessive this dumb slore is? Do
Oh
you
Lord.
see?
Oh Lord.
Dumb
Wait,
slore.
who? Which one?
Demon soul.
Oh, got you. I had to clarify. Sorry, Summer Breeze. I wasn't saying you were one. I just made sure that you weren't hit with that message. Because sometimes somebody asks you a dumb question, they might get the bullet, but it was meant for the person you were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so. I mean, I'm not. Listen, I have never even been to that bitch's channel,
Oh
and I
Lord.
still ain't going.
Oh
Fuck
Lord.
it, and the hoe who had you. I don't like you, bitch, and stay the fuck away from me. And if you don't like me, then why the fuck are you over here
Oh
watching
Lord.
me. Everywhere I go, you show the fuck up. You
Oh
a
Lord.
fucking weirdo and a
Oh
freak.
Lord. What happened between y'all? Just for real, for
Oh,
real. Like that, something happened. Like,
I get aggravated because once I say I don't want to be friends, let's just let it go. This dumb bitch just can't do that. She always gotta do way too fucking much, and it's annoying, and it's really creepy. I have never seen somebody who says that they're married
oh
have
Lord.
this much time
Oh
to
Lord.
sit up and watch people who don't want shit to do with them.
Oh Lord.
It's disgusting, Sir King. I just
I
don't fucking get it.
I'm not gonna add more fuel, but I agree. No offense,
Oh
I ain't gonna say too much, but here's what I will say. When I was in Brian chat was on certain people. It had nothing to do with Sir King. It had nothing to do with Kimmy. So when you are now a content creator and you're in the chat adding people who didn't even add you back, talking about like a scheduled live that Sir King had, but oh, I wonder if Kimmy gave him the exclusive to his wife, like putting shit into the atmosphere that doesn't exist. That is reckless because it's like why? What? And yesterday was your birthday. Like why are you worried about
oh Lord.
them and they're not worried about you?
Oh
Thank
Lord.
you. And it's so creepy. I have never met a married woman that acts like this. It's uncomfortable. I have never seen anything like it. And this is what I'm talking about. I get frustrated because once I say leave me the fuck alone and you continue, you're in a whole other chat. Nobody's even talking about me, but you mentioning me. But literally I was over at Sean Bradley's like a week or so ago, a couple weeks ago, and they said the same thing. They were like, we're in random chats and this lady just brings Kimmy up out of nowhere, but then we go over to watch Kimmy and Kimmy don't even acknowledge her. Correct. It's the weirdest shit. And it makes you uncomfortable. Like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't get it. Like, your grammar is poor. Your whole setup is ridiculous, bitch. Your whole aesthetic is dubious at best.
Oh Lord.
Like you're weird as fuck.
Oh
And you're
Lord.
creepy as shit.
Oh Lord.
And I don't get it, sir. It doesn't make sense to me. And the reason why I go in is because it's like, well, god dang, go somewhere and sit your ass down. Hey, Villanor. I did not say she needed to. I did not. I did
Okay.
not.
Oh, that's my last question. So I did see that live. Niggas was woo banging against me like, Lemmy, you always acting like you don't ever hear and see nothing. But so Kimmy, you did do a live. You were, you were heated, and
Yeah. Hmm.
so you kind of said she needs to make an allegiance with Bleak. And that's all we heard. What?
No. What I said was, is that what you need to do, bitch, is go somewhere and bleed the fuck out. That's what I was going to say.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
But
Oh
I
Lord.
felt like
Bleed
in the
out. So
yes.
you want her to off? Oh wow.
So I felt like that was going to be too mean. So I just pulled back off of that and just said what I said. Do you understand what I mean? Like literally that's what I meant. But and this is my first time telling y'all. I told my moms this already, they knew. But I just felt like, okay, Kim, like just don't go as mean as her. Cause she just does too much. Like this bitch goes around talking on. Listen, I'm not a lesbian, okay? Stop it. I'm not a lesbian. Why are you constantly talking under my clothes, you nasty bitch? Go away, whore. But anyway, so that I never said bleach. I played it 3 or 4 times for everybody else. If you heard bleaching, you need to go tune up your miracle ear. But the video is still up so that you can go and figure it out for your damn self. I don't listen. I don't care about what anybody else thinks about it. It's not you. She's not following you around from chat to chat to chat to chat to chat. She's not dropping down in random chats, adding you and talking about you, adding my moderators, asking my moderators, oh, well, do you still want to be a moderator for her? Because, I'm the one that got you that position. Bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? You didn't secure anybody. You act like you got them a job on Delta Airlines. Get out of here, you freak. Like, I have screenshots. or this lady talking about my lady parts, or this lady laughing about the fact that I can't have a biological child, or it just goes on and on and on. And I don't know at what point is enough for this stupid bitch. Go the fuck away. Go away. I'm never going to acknowledge you, bitch. I'm never going to talk about you on my channel. Or you a weirdo and a freak. I don't know if I should be scared of this bitch or what.
I
Oh, this
mean,
thing. Hey, April.
I don't really know. You feel me? All I know is what I heard, right? So people they were upset. They was like, but well, let me not say people. Demon Soul was upset. I'll put a name on it. And she pretty much that's kind of why Sir King was in this beef with her. They was all like because SK, I listened to why she was upset with you because I was trying to figure out like why is Demon so upset with SK? Is it because he's on Kimmy's platform and she's like whatever, whatever. But then it hit, and she was like, he was up there when she said a color. Everything goes to being somebody being colorist against her.
It's
So I
so
just wanted to
stupid.
know about like what transpired between y'all. So I'm
It's
just
so
curious.
stupid. And you know what? She had been YouTube friends with Sir King for all that time. You gonna let the fact that Sir King went on somebody's platform, it has nothing to do with you. You're a married woman. Worry about yourself. Why? And then here's the kicker. You and Sir King has given that lady his platform so many times to get up here and babble and people don't understand and it's just with her weird rants and all this other stuff. Sir King let all of that go. And the first time Sir King did not do something she wanted him to do, that she couldn't control him. Then she went live. Then she went public. I ain't gonna say live because I don't know if it was live, but I heard publicly they said that she was saying she wants to interview that lady.
Yep, yep, Mama
The
D. Hmm.
Mama D, yeah, the very first time, Lemon, the very first time her and Sir King have an issue. All those times Sir King gave her the platform, all those times when Sir King, man, listen, and that is the pattern. The moment you don't get what you want, then I want to interview Miss D. That lady came to my platform. I told her don't. I think I told her don't come back forever. I can't remember, but I don't want to hear nothing about that. I don't give a damn. I made a commitment to Sir King that I would never let that woman come up on my panel and tell that damn story because I just think she's full of shit. And I kept my damn word. Damn, her and Sir King had more of a rapport than he and I did. So how is it so difficult for her to not do things to try to harm Sir King the very first time he doesn't do something that she wants him to do?
Bing bong. Exactly. We the people want to know. I want to know.
Yep. Hmm.
Cause Sir King, you are cool to people, and people like why you always like woo banging for him and stuff like that. Cause I do feel like sometimes you do get the shitty end of the stick. You feel
He
me? The part
does.
nobody want to touch, and I'd be like, nah, cause I'm here and I see the fuckery, and I'm not gonna go along with the dumb shit because I'm of a particular age, younger than most, but I'm still of a particular age. But I see the fuckery that's being done, and I'm not gonna stand around and not say nothing. I'm not here to be like. See, these people want to be liked by everybody. In reality, you can't. You know, there's going to be sometimes you're somewhere they might see you and they despise you. So it is what it is. But I saw the plays that was being made, so that's why I'd be like, nah, y'all be on some fuck shit. So that's why like I go so hard the way I do because like I see the games that's being played, and if I
Yeah,
got a voice, why not use it? You might as well.
might as well. So that's that on that. I mean, I don't give a shit. The dumb bitch can sit over there and make 17,000 videos, beg people to hit her link. Bitch, when I go live, I don't expect nobody to hit my link. I carry my
Okay,
own
hold on.
show.
Hold on. I need to address something. She
Uh-oh.
says, SK, if you threaten me one more time, you can come see my husband because we need
Cool.
man to handle things. Isn't that right? But you can't produce your own, so you get Kiki and the mayor to stand in. What are you talking about?
What up,
What?
April Walker? Who you talking
I
about?
don't. That's what she. I never. First of all, I never threatened you, Demus O, and I'm starting to think that you have psychological issues because when have I ever threatened you?
What?
Do
When
you
have I
see?
ever threatened you? Like me if you want to say me said I would put out a receipt is a threat, that's not a threat. And please don't play this semantic game or over exaggerating that. Oh, somebody said they go whatever you trying to say that somebody. I never threatened you. I never threatened physical harm. So please don't put that out. Please don't do that whole slander and defamation thing because I was nothing but nice to you.
Overly nice.
Hold
Yeah.
Ain't
on, hold on,
nobody
hold on, hold
threatening
on,
that
hold on, hold
fucking
on.
weirdo.
Hold on, Holiday. Hold on. So you just got a current updated 2022 message from the Miss O in
No, no,
American
no, no,
time.
no. Go to her community wall, and she
Oh,
has
go
this
there.
publicly displayed that like I threatened. When did I threaten you?
So it's on her community wall. D
Yeah,
Miss O, you were in a chat that had nothing to do with Sir King. It had nothing to do with just Kimmy. You added Jay Dunn on purpose. You already
Hmm.
scheduled, you locked down, you wanted to interview her. Cool. Then it was like, oh, Sir King got this interview. Ha ha ha. I bet he linked up with like just Kimmy to interview his wife or whatever. You out here actively starting shit, but then playing victim. You're all I told D Miss O, you always want to
well,
play the fucking victim. You don't want to be the robber, you don't want to be the thief, you don't want to be the crook at night. You just want to be the one who was done wrong. That shit gets boring. Niggas want to see a different
so
side of you. Stop playing the same fucking role.
so
And,
let
and
me let
you're
me say
and you're
this.
innocent.
Let me say this, Lemon. So in case Demon Soul, you want to sit up here and threaten me? You do not know that they were trying to set you up as whatever this mysterious picture going around, as if you were the one that took the picture of me that was sending around to the point that the time that we had the interview, Demon Soul, and you sit up there and did that little camera click or whatever, they sit around and tried to spin it on you as if you were the one that was trying to put out my identity. I sat back and did the necessary research and due diligence. I could have went on a ham and reacted and put out text messages and all that stuff, right? But out of consideration of the report that we have, I did my necessary due diligence, which took a couple of hours because it happened so long ago, to backtrack and see where that video was, what happened, and where I was. Like I told the person that was trying who's alerted me of the information and tried to have me go, not have, they didn't try to make me do it, but I could have reacted on that. You could tell where I'm at based on if I'm in my car or I'm at home or whatever on my PC by the sound quality, right? So I knew when I did that interview, I was here in my place because Ronnie Q came on. And when I'm on at long periods or long durations, it's usually I'm on my PC. When I'm on short durations, I'm mobile. But I took that enough thought, right, in consideration and not just react to what people were trying to do because they were trying to set your ass up, in case you didn't know. But now you want to go on and say and threaten me. See, these are the little things you don't know that I do that I don't even tell you about. But go ahead and threaten me, and now you're trying to bring your husband in the situation. I ain't got time for that shit. I
Bring
don't. First of
him.
all, no,
Where
no,
was
no,
he
no,
when
no, no,
everybody else in the beef circle was dragging him and your family? Like, cause everybody
no.
you booty pop with now drug you, your family, your weight loss journey, all that shit. And guess what you do? You kick it in their chat. You kick it in these people's chat. All the
Yeah, the
people that disrespect
goosebumps
you to the
thing.
highest volume. When no one fucked with you, you have one
No.
place you can take your fucking voodoo doll head looking ass over and was overhead.
Oh,
And we
Lord.
listen to you.
Oh,
We
Lord.
listen to you.
Oh,
Give
Lord.
me 1 second. Y'all got a phone call because I was
Y'all
gonna
see
go in
what
on her.
Villanor said? That I think Villanor is, you're correct. It doesn't matter. You don't have to do anything to this girl. All you have to do is associate it with someone that she don't like, and then you have a problem. And then because she's obsessive and doesn't have a life,
Oh, Lord.
then what she'll this it becomes incessant. Like it's not just one day, it's 2 days, it's 3 days, and it's scary because
But that's
the only other person I've met like that is somebody else that I had to send paperwork on. You this she's sick, and
But
it
that's not
doesn't make
fair though. But
sense.
Kimmy, that's not fair though, because if you have those kind of same standards, then other than those same standards that you have, then you have to abide by them too. You can't sit over there and go on the people that you say can't go. You can't go on their page, but then you go on their nemesis page and kick it. Like Goosebumps drags you, your family, and everything else, but that's the first place you go to and do an 8-hour shift. What?
Exactly. I'm back. Sorry, y'all had a phone call. But yeah,
Well, let
Demon
me jump
Soul.
right back in.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back because this shit pissed me off. Because I feel like honestly, I watched the fallout with you and Demon Soul, Sir King,
Mm,
and I monitor what we said and what we didn't say. Right?
mm.
And we said some of the least disrespectful things a person can say to a human in their family members, but you're fucking cute kumbaya in their chat, booty popping, asking for interviews. You're
Stanky
all over the
legging.
place. Your mouth moves faster than your
Bing
brain can
bong.
function. You're just out here just doing the fuck most. And I did this on purpose because I owed you a birthday gift. So now you can
Oh
have a reason
Lord.
to go live because you needed content. Instead of begging people, I'll give you a reason to go live. But yeah, she's full of shit. I thought we were in the wrong. Like maybe we fucked up. Maybe we
Mm-mm.
did something wrong. But
No.
when I sat back and I watched that we never really did shit to you, Demas O, but you want to come at us like we're just your villain, the catalyst to your problems. Fuck out of here. Cause all those motherfuckers that you be in their chat now, they disrespected your family, and we never even touched your fucking family at all.
Mm-mm.
Correct.
Never. Not
Never.
your husband, not your parenting skills. I don't know if you have a daughter or a son. I don't know what kids you have, but we didn't touch those topics. So for you to be so fucking callous and thirsty for attention and content
Mm-hmm.
that you want to make us your arch nemesis when you had no place to fucking voice your opinion, we gave you a place to voice your fucking raggedy ass opinions. Even though you talked the fucking 100 miles per hour, we had to listen and slow your content down on a replay to hear what you were actually saying, but we still listen to your raggedy ass. So I don't appreciate that. And just because a person call you ugly don't make them a colorist, nigga. If you're ugly to a
Thank
person, you're
you.
ugly. You're just ugly.
Thank
Okay?
you. Preach.
Light skin, dark skin, brown skin, red skin, Indian skin, purple skin, Jamaican skin. Nigga, if you're ugly, you're ugly. All right? It has nothing to do with your complexion. You're just either
Thank
ugly or
you.
you're not.
Thank you.
Stop making it always, I'm dark skinned. No, nigga, you ugly. The
Right.
fuck?
And it don't have anything to do with your skin. You have nice skin, but bitch, you ugly. I mean,
Always
I don't
fucking
understand.
colorist shit.
Always making it a colorist argument. And again, throwing temper tantrums. See, when y'all ask me the reason why I don't fuck with her, this is why. This is what she does. She throws temper tantrums. She tries to control and manipulate. And if she can't do that, then it's a full out temper tantrum in the public. She never wants to rationally talk about anything. All it is a wine and cheese fest. And I don't fucking have time for it. I don't, bitch, I don't watch your channel. My hand to God, I've never seen not one video, ho, and I never motherfucking will, bitch. Now, go
Yeah.
somewhere and stick your head up your ass and leave me the hell alone. Didn't nobody threaten you, girl. Didn't nobody
Yeah,
threaten you.
stop that. Because then you gonna put up that narrative. Oh, he threatened me. I did not never threaten you. Stop.
You hit
Don't do
Sir
that.
King never
Don't
threatened her. Never.
don't.
Nobody threatened you, girl. You the fucking threat because you goofy as hell and you follow people around from chat to chat, and that's creepy. So you the threat.
Threaten her how? Threaten her in which way?
They
What
do that,
evidence has she
Lemon. They do
provided?
that word.
I get what you're saying,
But Lemon, I
but
call them word grenades, right?
okay.
They
Oh
just throw it
yeah.
out there and then let it explode, and then they know that ain't never happened. But they use keywords like threaten, you know, stalk, harass.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
like certain buzzwords,
Mhm.
and it's that red herring to try to get everybody not to focus on the fact that you're a fucking weirdo,
Oh Lord.
but to focus on that word. Thank you, Villanor. You already know you ain't missing nothing over there. Correct. Which
And
is
Villanor is
right.
a perfect example because
Yep.
Villanor fuck with you, but the fact that you got upset with Villanor because she did not make a live in your defense against Babe Nation people, that you then turn on Villanor and say, I was a huge supporter of Villanor, but Villanor did not make a live in my favor to da 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 da. She don't have to. That's not her job. If niggas in Babe Nation think you were shading B Lenore or whatever, that's what the fuck they felt. And she does not owe you a live dedicated to you explaining what the fuck went down in Jay Wilson's live. She's a grown ass woman. Who the
with a
fuck are
job and
you?
a life.
Wanted all these fucking stipulations and responsibilities from strangers, but you don't give the same in return. You can go canoodle and link up with people who have beef and say, "Well, I'm not a part of it. I can be okay," and they can do the same fucking thing. So stop being fucking like a double-headed quarter, my nigga. Like she wants one thing from people, but won't get the same in return.
And when she
I'm
don't
done
get
with
it,
her.
but when she doesn't get it, then it's, oh, I'm gonna interview Mama D. Don't nobody give a fuck. You stupid and she stupider. What difference does it fucking make? Nobody gonna watch that dumbass piece of shit. Go somewhere and sit your weird ass down, bitch. Just because Sir King is a grown man. You cannot dictate anything to him. This is a grown man. I'm a content creator, bitch. Me and we have a mutual respect for each other. What the fuck is wrong with that? Why are you always trying to make people? She is sick.
She's just insecure to me. I watched you, D Miss O. This is my own opinion, not Sir King, nobody else. I watched you because I did like you, and I'm not going front in front of the audience like, oh, now you're just a horrible person. No, I thought you were cool. I thought you were a little unsure of yourself, a little figuring it out, but I respect the journey. But you're very insecure to the point that it shows in your actions and how you treat people based on what you expect, but you're not willing to give in return. And that makes you a very bad person because it's like you hold people to these high standards, but you don't reach those high standards as well. You get the lollygag and just do whatever you want, but you want us to be at like a 10 hut for D Miss O and her issues and shit. Like nigga, and if a person call you ugly, dead ass, stop saying this color is like ugly comes in all colors, from dark to light to brown skin, any color. You can be ugly in any color. So if a person find you ugly, D Miss O, then you're ugly to them. You know what I'm saying? Stop taking it personal. We're not all beautiful to every person on YouTube. I'm ugly to somebody. SK's ugly to somebody. Kimmy's ugly to somebody. Get the fuck over it. We're not this perfect person. And you're not. You got chocolate, beautiful skin. Cool. But that don't make you fly and sexy.
That's
You
the
just
truth.
got some smooth skin. You feel me?
Yeah, April Walker. Well, and you said it perfectly, both of y'all. I mean, I couldn't have said it any better. They said it nicer than me. I told you to go stick your head up your ass, bitch, and I mean it. Go away. And nobody did anything to you. You are the aggressor, not this man. And you know what else bothers me is the fact that for all of your righteous indignation, you pull junkie stunts like this in an effort to harm people. Do you know that throwing out words like that can harm this black man in his real life? Do you not care about that?
Facts. And then you talking about bring your husband into it, so people think that it's really your accusation has merit. Like, stop
Right.
playing these psychological games.
Like, and if your husband goofy enough to get his dumb ass up here and get involved with all these, I would love to talk to him and show him all of the receipts that I have of his dumb, diddy, bird brain ass, weird, creepy piece of shit wife in different chats saying the different things. And I would love to ask him, sir, how do you feel about your wife calling around bullying a single man about where the fuck he should go, and then throwing a temper tantrum when she don't go get her way, and then start throwing out words? Bitch, if anything, the aggression is coming from your end. You're a black woman trying to falsely accuse someone of an aggression when you're the aggressor. Nobody didn't threaten you at all. I said you're creepy because you follow people around. Sir King nor myself was in that chat earlier. Thank God Lemon saw you, or we would have all been sitting up here sitting ducks
Yeah.
based on your bullshit.
And I saw you in American time. I screenshot that shit. I said, wait a minute, but Sir King and Kimmy weren't in this chat. The topic is about Deanna Irvin and Spilly Boy. Like, how are you at? But this is the trickery she did. She added Jay Dunn because she wanted Jay Dunn to respond in a negative way to kind of group her into her messiness. You feel me? She was like, "Oh well," at Jay Dunn after Jay Dunn said she'll do an interview with her. She was all like, Sir King acting like he got this big exclusive interview, but I bet he was in cahoots with like Kimmy to get an exclusive from his wife or whatever." I'm like, what? Because Sir King told me about the interview, but he didn't tell me it was you, Kimmy. Deadass. Like he told me like
Right.
I'm gonna do an interview later on today around your time. Like be ready or whatever if you can. I was like, cool, but he didn't tell me it was you. He didn't say it was Kimmy. I didn't know it was you.
Yeah,
I
it's
just know
so
he had a
weird.
guess.
It's so weird, and she does it all the time. And
Yeah.
she shouldn't even be comfortable throwing that kind of language out. That language is what I have a problem with.
Yep.
And I
And then
think,
Jay
Very
Dunn
poor.
responded and said that, oh, if it
whew,
is his wife, I'm gonna be in the clouds or the bushes, like watching. Like she said, she'll be there. That was her response. It wasn't messy. She didn't play into Demon Soul hand. She's like, well, if it is, I'll be in, the bushes.
it's too much. Sir King is not your boyfriend. Sir King doesn't owe you anything. You need to move the fuck around. This is coming off very creepy.
Does she think you and I will get together or something?
I
Like,
think it's a control thing. Excuse me, it's a control thing. If she can't control you, she throws a temper tantrum, wants to interview somebody that told all them lies on you, your so-called enemy. She can't control me. What she do? Take her ass over there to my so-called enemy. This is what she does. This is she is it's signature, and it's sick. But she takes it a step further because people like her are far too reckless. This is why y'all don't ever have to ask me again why I feel how I feel about her. You guys are experiencing it firsthand. She is literally sitting up here using inflammatory language, talking about bringing somebody else in and all this other goofy ass shit. I don't have time for that.
right. And when did I threaten her? Like
You
within the
never
last
You
did.
didn't threaten
ever.
her.
Usually, if somebody makes a like what she did is usually somebody got threatened in 48 hours. Like you know what I mean? Like you made a threat in 40. Where's this coming
Yeah, yeah,
from?
yeah.
You know, like
Bring them then. If he exists
oh
and
lord, limit,
you
oh
wanna
lord.
proudly show that you actually do have a
But
husband,
limit. She
bring them.
said.
Cause
She,
I'll
she
go to your live. Like, are you going? Is she going? Does she
But
got a
limit,
live
she said
schedule
her
today?
husband is a whole fan of mine. She said her
Okay,
What?
husband.
even better. So when I do talk to him, I'll be able to
What?
ask him some questions. Even better. So is she got a live schedule today? Because I'll pull up to her
No,
live. Like
no,
Demas O, dead ass. We were nothing but kind to you, dead ass. And I was in your chat a couple of times, but you notice how I knew we had friction because when you saw me somewhere else, you wouldn't speak to me. You'll speak to everybody else but me. I'm like, nigga, none of these people you saying what's up to was in your fucking chat a moment ago. You had like 20 people over there, but you won't say what's up to me, and I was actually there. Fuck out of here, you fucking clown, like dead ass. Like I ain't going back over there unless your husband on a fucking panel or you got something interesting popping off. But she's a joke. I fuck with
Ridiculous.
Demas O because you fuck with Demas O. I fucked with Mama D because you fuck with Mama D. I didn't know these fucking clowns until you introduced me to these clowns, but I'll rock with them if they cool.
I just think it's ridiculous. So now Sir King, Lemon, now y'all know. Now y'all see why.
You did the right thing. You jumped ship ahead of time. You said, "Hold on, you ain't finna. This ain't Titanic Part Two, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like you gotta
No.
go. You gotta go. We see the
My
iceberg.
my
We see the
members
iceberg."
complaining, my mods complaining, I'm complaining. I said, man, get rid of this bitch. Oh, okay. You want to interview, go on the world tour and get you some attention and interview and talk about me?
But wait, didn't she like come into one of your private lives like whoop banging with like
Yes.
some of your people and that kind of
Yes.
had y'all in a weird space y'all didn't know how to move
Yes.
forward
Members
because she kind
only.
of
Yes, she did it in a members only, and she's so passive aggressive and insane. She came into my members only live, called a few of the ladies out of their name, called them bees. It was some Babe Nationers in there. She disrespected them, threw an entire temper tantrum, and then didn't want to talk. Oh, I can't talk. Oh, bitch, but you had enough time to come into, and then she a moderator, so it looked crazy. I immediately took her moderator stick. That relationship was over. So when we finally had the conversation, she never wants to have an adult conversation, mind you. But we finally had the conversation. I told her, I said, you go to these places and you go all around and you make weird comments about me and you talk about me like you know about my life. I give you virtually no details about my life. So I don't understand this. If somebody's inviting you and all they want to talk about is somebody else, that means they're not interested in you. Please do not do that. I'm asking you kindly. If you're my friend, please don't do that. And I'd be goddamn, it wasn't 5 hours later, this bitch is sitting over there on old boy channel. And I was like, yeah, bitch, you blocked. Like it's something, you're sick, it's something wrong with you. So when she did that to Sir King, and I saw that she was going trying to interview that Mama D lady, I said, oh, this is the same shit, rinse and repeat.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Avatar Nation actually embraced her when nobody wanted to fuck with her. Avatar Nation was the ones who really and truly supported
Yep.
her. And that's the God's honest truth. Y'all really supported her.
Yep. For real. I fuck with Demon So. I'm still shocked about everything that transpired. Like when dead ass, when I saw Sir King on your panel, I thought nothing of. I was like, oh, cool, Sir King up there. He's talking about, because the topic wasn't about really Demon So. It really wasn't.
So
So he
No.
was up
I
there for
see
other reasons.
this
You were
is
doing
really
your thing.
this is really
Go ahead.
bothering me to the point where I really want to share something with Kimmy, but it's like, damn, don't be like that. You know what I mean? But I don't like people putting out threats like that. But Demon, so didn't I call you off of Kimmy? I called you off of Kimmy because I was like, what you wanted to do to Kimmy. Now she wasn't gonna do anything physical to you, Kimmy. But I was like, you don't know how Kimmy gonna react. And I said, what you about to do may have Kimmy fixated on you for the remainder of your life.
Correct. Because
That's
because that's how I am. Correct.
right. So that's how I care for you, Demon Zone. So to see these shenanigans when I was actually you helping you to deal with Kimmy, to have you now betray me like this.
And here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. If you really looked at it, I made that one video and I never spoke on her again. But she was obsessed. So whatever fucking phone call she wanted to make or whatever junkie stuff she wanted to pull, just know for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. It's you can't sow those seeds and expect not to reap those kinds of harvests. She could call whoever she wants, but the phone works both ways. And I am far. One thing about me is I can tell a story, bitch. If I can't do anything else, I can paint a picture. So let's just see who's more effective with those phone calls. It will not be you, Sugar Plum. And the other thing too is that I have proof that I've ignored you. My entire video library, I've ignored you, but you haven't ignored me. You have gone on a plight. Every, I mean, and my moderators, and I hate to even call certain moderators names, but they know who they are. Some of them sitting in this chat right now. Girl, we have seen you in action. People send me screenshots. I have all the proof I need. You're a social worker and this is how you behave. You're completely unhinged and you're scaring me because I don't understand why you're doing this. You literally used inflammatory language to try to harm this man. And why? Because we're on YouTube and he's talking to somebody that you don't like.
Right. And she gotta come to understand that like just because I associate just because we talk publicly does not mean that I have an allegiance to you and my allegiance to you is greater than my allegiance to her or whatever emotional thing she has behind it. It's just weird. It's like, no, it's not like that. You know? You know?
Yes, she
Mm.
does.
Let
Hey,
me say
Ronnie
this.
Q.
I've talked to Kimmy only on Zoom. That was probably our last interaction, unless I
Yeah.
drop down in your chat.
Hmm.
But Kimmy did not put no stipulations behind your Zoom moment and none of that in X, Y, and Z. And she still kept it moving. Like she didn't feel like we owed her nothing, even though she came over here a couple times or whatever.
Hmm.
But I felt like we don't owe Demon Soul shit. because Demas O can go fuck with every person that despised you, be on their panel for multiple hours, even people who disrespected her, her
Yeah,
family, all that. But there's no explanation that she needs to tell you, SK, or any of us. But she wants more from you in return. It's like, for what? He can fuck with Kimmy. Just because you guys are no longer cool, don't make him have to fall out with Kimmy. They were
it's
cool when
crazy.
y'all were cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the thing is, we're fellow content creators. So what's the problem? Do you remember? Now let's take it back. Do you, Lemon and Sir King? Do y'all remember when she and I had kind of fallen out? Um, I stopped even coming over here. I would
Mhm.
watch the replays and stuff, but I wouldn't drop down to anything because I knew the dumb bitch was over here and she's creepy to me. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to make it weird. I don't want to disrupt Sir King's show. So I intentionally wouldn't come over. So I had invited Sir King over to my platform, and we was doing like the little fun question and answer thing. She got mad at Sir King then and asked Sir King why didn't he tell her that he was coming to my platform? Can you get over that?
Exactly.
Yep. Way back then, and Sir King kept letting it go, kept letting it go, kept letting it go. And then for her to do this, it's crazy. And you know what? And this is what new content creators need to know and understand coming from a fellow new content creator. You can't play the numbers game, baby. You may get them over there, but then you have to keep them. See,
It
that's the thing.
reminds me of like two artists, right? Let's say you be Beyonce and she be, I don't know, India Ari, and I'm Jay Z. Well,
Okay.
she mad because I do a feature, do a guest spot on your CD, and she like, oh, I can't believe you helping her out. Da, 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 da. And it's just like it ain't no big thing. Y'all beef is between y'all, not me. Don't pull me in that. Ooh,
Let me say this. The reason why I really like Kimmy more, and I didn't at first, but I come to realize I like Kimmy more, was Kimmy knew her obstacles. She knew niggas in the beef sector didn't fuck with her. She knew what she was up against, but she said, hey, I'm gonna still do me. I'm gonna still do my channel. I'm gonna still get it popping. And she did that. Not Demas. Oh, her begging, booty popping ass went backwards and started making amends with every person who disrespected her just for fucking clicks and views or to get their
Yep.
people to come into her chat. Like, fuck out of here. Kimmy knew niggas didn't fuck with her. She said, okay, that's cool. I'm still gonna say what the fuck I gotta say. And she was in everybody's chat like Demon. So she's in there from sun up to sundown begging niggas to come to court, do the and then you do it in a abreast of people's chat. That's super disrespectful. Like the real procedures is to contact these people behind the scenes, establish
Yep.
a confirmed interview or whatever you want from them, and schedule a time and make sure it aligns with yours, and then do your lives or whatever. She just be in niggas chats that's popping with high numbers and be dropped down. Oh, hey J Dub, I want to interview you tomorrow. Can you confirm? Like, fuck out of here. You're all over the place. Your fucking mouth moves so fast that your brain don't get a chance to fucking function, but you need to slow it down, slow your mouth down, and confirm these dates behind the scenes so people in the audience are surprised about the interviews or what you have scheduled for them. If we know what's ahead of time, it's not that exciting. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like
That's
she's
I
all over the
never
place.
yeah, all over the place.
hi
This is why
Tracy, how you doing? Good to see you.
this is why I never, oh Lord, this is why I never tell people, oh, where I'm coming live. You just turn on your notifications.
Yep.
Ronnie Q said, I think so gets past be, uh, behind YouTube friendship. She would be a great content creator. You know what, Ronnie Q? I think the problem is though, is that she doesn't listen and she tries to control people and she throws temper tantrums when she doesn't get her way and she's very fucking reckless. And the thing is, I know exactly what Sir King is talking about because she said it to more than Sir King. So everybody was prepared. We all knew what this was. We were all prepared for her junkie stunt. But little does she know, the moment she would have made that phone call, it would have been a false report, and I would have had grounds to then take legal action. I'm not playing with her. This is the shit right here that I'm talking about, Ronnie Q. She does this shit all the time. We were sitting over here having a good time, laughing, not bothering nobody. This lady gets mad because I'm over here not even talking about her, and then puts a post on her community wall saying that Sir King so-called threatened her and she was gonna get her husband, and throwing this full temper tantrum. She too old for this shit. And Ronnie Q, something else. We gotta just be real with each other, sis. You are in multiple people's chats. Ronnie Q, how many times have you heard me bring her up? And how many times have you seen her bring me up? This is the shit I'm talking about. I'm not even asking anybody to like me or dislike me. I'm saying that this lady has done a lot, pulled a lot of junkie stunts. But the moment she made that phone call, Sir King, I had already teed them up. They knew. So I'm not worried about this shit.
And let me tell you something, Misso, so you don't make it seem like this is a random attack because we had just Kimmy up here. I'm gonna drown you with your own words, right? So I was chilling, minding my own American business, and I pulled up on a live where you was like, yeah, and they be over there where the avatars go to die at. So now we're the avatars that go to die. You're picking up Spillet Boys verbiage. So now you're calling us the avatars where they go to die at. But we fucking welcome your thirsty ass when all these niggas that you were fucking with kicked you off their platforms, no longer featured you or needed you. You took your voodoo doll looking ass over here and was talking 100 miles per minute, and we listened to you even though you were talking so fucking fast it sounded like you were talking in tongues, but we listened to you. So don't come over here and disrespect us when we've been respectful to you. I don't like that kind of shit. Now that you're back in alliance with these people who disrespected you and your family, you feel like you're good. If you're good, then niggas will pull up to your shit without you begging for them to pull up to your shit.
Oh no.
They'll just show up because they fuck with you, right? All that ass kissing you do, it doesn't pay off because niggas still don't pull up. Niggas still don't pull up to your shit. So don't do that. I don't like a disrespectful person. Like when we're no longer needed for them, where the avatars go to die. But I guess you took your dying ass over here and you revived your thirsty ass self so you can be back into the beef sector, and we rehydrated your thirsty ass and now you're back out here. But don't disrespect us because we've been nothing but respectful to you. So don't put things on us that you don't fall under the guidelines of doing. You fuck with people who don't fuck with us, and we fuck with people who don't fuck with you. All right? It's that fucking simple. It's not math, it's not science, it's none of that shit. It's common sense, street smarts, 101. That's all. That's it. You don't get to go play with people who don't fuck with us, and then if we do it, then we're these fucking like disloyal. Don't I can't believe. Nah, nigga, we're playing your fucking game with you. We're playing the same game. All right. All this fucking victim
Oh
shit. Fuck out of
Lord.
here.
They fighting in the
Can't
chat.
wait to hear her fucking victim ass come live being a victim. Like I told y'all, she don't never want to be nothing else. You can be Scooby Doo, you can be SpongeBob, you can be Squidward. You want to be the victim in any situation. You're always the one that was done wrong, and I'm just done. You're messy as fuck, and that's just that. I thought you were cool. I did fuck with you. I ain't gonna lie to the audience. I did. I
Oh
fuck with
my
you, Miss O.
God, Sir
But she
King, Sir
messy as fuck.
King,
I
Sir
see it.
King, screenshot it, Sir King.
Oh,
I
you
got
hear
it.
thee, Miss O. I'm
She was
glad.
here the
Happy
whole
birthday.
time. She's a stalker.
Mm.
I did not. Okay, so there you go. There you go, lying. Okay, Steven. So threaten you how? Me saying that I will put. You can't say something as a threat to you when I never even mentioned your name. So you're guilty of what I referenced. So that was you. I never mentioned your name.
What
So,
did you
so
do another live where you talked about her at all?
no, no, no. I talked about where somebody was trying to reveal my identity. So are you saying that that was you then?
Oh.
Because let me tell you something that I
Oh,
saw. Because when she fell out with Ken Nola News, when Ken Nola News was on her platform, Ken
Mhm.
Nola News got upset with D Miss O and was like, "Well, D Miss O, are you going to finally reveal Sir King's identity?" Because he was pissed off with her. He left a community post where he said that D Miss O was the one behind this alleged camera slip scandal thing that was being passed around. Was she going to
Uh-uh.
reveal your identity? And it came from his community wall. And around that time, y'all were fucking with each other because you believe everything that he was saying on your platform. So I don't want to hear it. Like, you're a snake and you deserve to be bitten. That's
But
it.
look at this. V. Lenore says she lies. Correct. But Million
She
Dollar Smile
does.
says, yeah, she waited until the day of your interview with Kimmy to bring up your old video, Sir King.
that's what I'm saying. Like where they like this is weird. It's just weird. Like you didn't express no situation like this beforehand. So why? And I never threatened you. So don't put that out there like that. That's one thing to say. Oh well, I'll put out messages, but you make it as if I'm physically harming you. You trying to bring your husband into a situation. Don't
Bring him.
use that. Like don't use that that
No,
card. I
bitch,
don't like.
you a soulless whore.
Oh,
You are a
oh,
fucking creep. You a ugly bitch, and you a motherfucking liar. You stupid dumb whore, bitch. I don't fuck with the scum that you fuck with. You are not with the elephants left on the showground, girl. A big pile of steamy motherfucking doo doo. You a weirdo. You a freak. You foo foo. You doo doo out here in these motherfucking streets. Every time somebody doesn't do what you want them to do, you go fucking crazy. If you had a problem with this gentleman saying that this man threatened you, why did you wait until I was over here to bring that shit up? You illiterate fucktard. Get the fuck out of here, you stank bitch. What married woman sits around and talks under another woman's clothes? You sick, perverted piece of garbage. You are despicable, you funky ass whore. And you
oh
go
Lord.
from chat to chat to chat talking about me, you stupid bitch. And I don't even fucking acknowledge you. Stay the fuck away from me. You are a weirdo. And now I'm scared of you. I'm sick of this shit. Sir King, do you see what do you see?
Is this her? Is this her? I think this is a troll, y'all.
Bitch, you don't
Nah,
know what the fuck
nah.
I have in my
That's
house,
her.
whore. Here, no, hold on,
Oh,
hold on. I got it. I got it. Let me
oh,
tell you something, you
oh,
dumpy, ugly, you ugly, crispy bitch.
oh,
You
shit.
brittle, nasty, ridiculous piece of shit. You don't know what I have in my home, you dumb bitch, because I never motherfucking trusted you. See, the problem is, bitch, when I finally discarded your motherfucking ass, then what everybody thought, my enemies thought you had so much tea. No, you goofy motherfucker. I didn't tell you shit, bitch, because I knew you was a goofy bitch. But I do have those text messages, you stinking ass whore, when you was asking me shit like, oh, is Robbie replacing me? You're replacing me. What the fuck,
Robbery.
you weirdo bitch? Ain't nobody motherfucking replacing you. It's called easing away from your dumb ass because you are a fucking weirdo. Ladies, it is at night. You shouldn't even be in here. A married woman again stalking a single man. So if you, Sir King, if this bitch makes a fraudulent report, you have my full fucking support because I have seen
Oh,
first
oh,
fucking hand.
what? You two? What did I say? I didn't even mention that lady's name. What
Now
are you
look at
talking?
Villanor. What type of social worker
Oh
types
Lord.
and speaks the way? I don't. You know what, V? I have no idea. I have no idea, but nobody was bothering her. Nobody was bothering her. I don't bother this bitch. Who, if I tell you that you are less than dead to me, shouldn't you move around? No, bitch, you did not, motherfucker. I'm the one I told you that I unbodied your weirdo black ugly ass bitch. And then you sat up there on the phone with me talking about oh, well, you unbody me says a lot without you saying anything. Bitch, let me tell you something. You are a weirdo, too invested, nasty bitch. And you know what? I am one patient whore. So I'm just gonna sit back, you stupid bitch. No, your mammy a felon, bitch. That ugly ass Pillsbury Doughboy that you call a motherfucking husband a felon, bitch. It ought to be a felony for you to turn on your camera, bitch. Do you see how that shit works? But then it's okay for you to threaten a black man who did nothing to you other than sit his ass up on YouTube and have a conversation. And that's okay. That's okay, right? Girl, you are the scum of the earth. And the fact that you talk under other women's clothes, that's all it needs to be said. You talked under my clothes, you nasty whore. And I still wouldn't do that to you. I'm going to cuss your ass out based on your behavior and your merits. But V. Lenore said it best, bitch. You are a fucking liar and a weirdo and a freak. What did V. Lenore do to you? Let's talk about it. What did V. Lenore do to you? Huh? Because she's beautiful and articulate. That's what she did to you?
I was there. V. Lenore did nothing. What she wanted from V. Lenore, Kimmy, was she wanted V. Lenore to go live and make it clear that she was not being shady in Jay Wilson's chat towards V. Lenore. And V. Lenore was all, and if I was V. Lenore, I'd be like, what the fuck? Who the fuck? Nigga,
This the
if
kind
they
of
felt that
demands.
way,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's how the fuck Babe Nation felt. You feel me? I don't owe you a live to then correct other grown-ups people's opinion of what they saw in another person's chat. She don't owe Demas O. She don't owe me. She don't owe nobody's shit. She didn't have to go live to correct shit. When the fuck have you ever seen Demas O go live to correct shit that she was wrong about?
Yeah. So because V didn't do
Never.
what she wanted her to do, then she threw a temper tantrum, and now V. Lenore is ugly and all these things. It's the
She's
same
a
thing as Rissy Ricky.
colorist.
Right. She a colorist. Okay. V said, oh, okay, V. I see what you said. V. Lenore said, oh, it's a felony because it's a capital offense. Right. Right. It's a capital offense. So then what she'll do, Lemon, I don't know if you saw this, but I got screenshots from some of my mods where she was like in different chats asking people to help her cuss me out.
You
I'm
needed
like,
help?
what
Help?
the fuck?
Who needs help?
Who
If you're
needs
mad
help?
about something, you can just drag the fuck from your head to your toes. Like, you gonna let that shit rip. I never needed help. I never called for an ally to assist me on
Mm, mm, mm,
dragging any
mm.
person. You either got it or you don't. But she talks so much shit, and I'm glad I'm giving you
No,
this, D
bitch.
Miss O.
No, what's indicative of the kind of wife you are,
Your
bitch,
marriage are
is
a
the
great
fact.
example of what the
Do
wife
you see
means.
this shit?
Lemon, you don't know shit about hypocrisy in that bitch up there. So that's, but how you gonna, D Miss O? I watched you at that time. You weren't watching me because I wasn't under your radars, right? So I'm watching you because you were moving cattywampus because you were all over the place. But I know you, okay? I did enough to sit down to watch you to the point where I'm in another nigga live who has nothing to do with Sir King or Kimmy, and you're trying to act a person who you know have active beef with Kimmy to try to get a response out of them by saying Sir King's acting like he got this exclusive interview. I wondered if Kimmy gave him the exclusive to his wife.
But
You're
you
trying to
lying.
create a narrative before it even pops off, and you were fucking wrong. Just eat
Wow.
your fucking dust, my nigga. You said that like fucking 3 hours ago.
Out of
But now
fairness,
you're a victim. You're the victim again, as
Kimmy,
always. You don't want to play no other role
Yep.
besides the
I,
victim.
I promise you that I will drop the link. Do you want me to drop the link or no?
Yeah, bring her up. Come
No,
on,
but I
Demon Soul.
promise. No, I made a promise to
No,
Kimmy
I
that.
don't care. I don't care.
Okay,
She don't
Oh,
even have to
please.
address me.
I'll
I
drop the
She
didn't
link.
won't
see
come
her
up
in the
though.
chat. Lemon saw
Demon
her
Soul
in
ain't
the
gonna come
chat.
up.
Yeah,
I'll
Lemon
even
saw
shut
her.
up. I'll even let Kimmy and Demon
No,
Soul.
she's dead to me. There's nothing that
Oh
bitch
No, no,
needs
Lord.
to
no.
say
But
to
I'm
me.
saying, like, I don't want her to feel like, oh, I'm not going to click the link because it was
No,
two people up there
she's
that was
never going to because
aggressive.
she's passive aggressive. She never wants to just face her shit. She's never. I don't believe she would admit what you said happened 3 hours ago. I know for a fact you're not
I got a
lying.
screenshot. I can send it to you. You want it? I got it.
No, because I
Oh,
believe you. I have
oh.
a huge amount of screenshots on this dummy bitch. And then, like, I want to say it was a week or so ago, we sitting in my members only live, and I have that plug-in that shows every time somebody subscribe, it'll come up on my screen. Why did this
Mm-hmm.
bitch resubscribe to my channel? I don't even know how to find your channel. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you even subscribing? Go away. I just screenshot it again and just put it in the fucking folder. I was like, look at this shit right here.
When I took the screenshot of what her comment was, his chat was flowing pretty fast. He was talking, he had a good number.
Yeah.
And I just said, let me just screenshot this just in case it has any relevancy to, because I didn't even know it was gonna be you, right? That
Mm-hmm.
ass Bible. I got receipts. Sir King just said, Lemon, I got somebody, 5 o'clock your time, whatever. That's all I knew. I didn't know who it was. I didn't know what to prepare. I'm like, let me listen. I'm cooking. Mind you, I'm cooking chicken habanero for
Oh,
quesadillas. So
fancy.
I'm over here slicing, dicing, burning my fingers up, but listening to the content, but trying to ask you questions that he didn't ask you, because some of the questions I had, he asked you. So I was like, but then I knew in a sense I didn't want to give Demas old content because she's been um begging for content for the longest, but nobody will show up. So I was like, I don't know if Sir King want to feed her, but I don't mind feeding her since her birthday was yesterday, and I don't want to make it seem like I didn't give her a birthday gift. This is my birthday gift to you. That's why I said it from jump, because when you said that comment where avatars go to die, and you know where that stems from, and you knew we fucked with you, that's fucked up because we welcome you with open arms, despite the
Yep.
fucked up shit you said about us. We still was like, what's good, Demas? Oh, we fuck with you, despite what you said. It was shady, but we fuck with you. And then the moment you kind of get back in good graces with like Bless and Nika, Pizarro, Brianna, all the people who dragged you and your family, um, you kicked us to the curb like we were no longer needed. But the joke is really on you.
Yep.
You're the joke.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck what wig you put on, how good your makeup's done, and how smooth your skin is, my nigga. You fucked up because we fuck with you. We genuinely fuck with you. We liked you. But now we don't fuck with you. We think you're a clown. You should wear your red nose and you should hang out with Goosebumps, and you guys should just watch review videos that you tag him in 100 videos per day, you fucking thirsty ass clown. And he dragged you. He dragged you. You like abuse. You like abuse. You like that. When you like abuse, what is that? Is that like you're like XM? XM? What's that shit called?
I think it's called, I don't know.
I think Brianna knows what it is.
But that's the thing.
When you like
But
to be tied up and shit, like you like abuse.
oh
I don't know
yeah,
what it's
like
called.
It's a
Bing Bong.
BDSM or something like
It's
that.
called
Not a bing bong.
BDSM. BDSM. BDSM Bing Bong. Bing Bong BDSM, bitch. That's what you
Y'all
got
get what
going
I mean in
on.
the audience. We all like that pain and torture shit
Ron,
before
what you
y'all
know
get it
about
popping.
S&M, Ron?
S&M,
Not
thank you,
a
Ron.
minute.
Hey,
Oh,
Ron.
Lord.
Ron, hey. Yeah, she like that shit. She like to be tortured before she's pleasure. Okay, I
This,
get it.
this is
Yeah.
what Ron does with the S&M.
Shut up and bend over. Aye. Let your back do the talking over. So touch it. Shut up and bend over. Aye. Let your back do the talking over. So
Yeah,
Ron.
that's ridiculous. Bill and Nora, you going in this chat, girl. Right.
But could she be mad at you though, Kimmy? Because I feel like, listen, if you were kicking it, right, you were chilling, minding your American business, she was not aware
Why you
that you
keep
were going to
saying
be.
American business? Is she international or something?
It's not. It's just follow me. Follow the
I've
story.
been following you
All
3 times. You said that 3 times now.
right. It'll pick up in a minute. So
Okay.
so Kimmy's minding her American business, doing the things that pertain to her, and she knew she was going to come to Sir King. But when I saw the comment, I was like, I don't see Sir King making it. Even though Sir King, you were good with that title. I'm like the interview. I'm like, with who though? I'm thinking of everybody. Dead ass. I didn't think of Kimmy. So when Kimmy was there, I'm like, oh, I gotta reinvert all my questions because I'm thinking of some dark shit, some I don't know who, but because Kimmy, I don't look at her as dark. I think she not saying your live insinuated that she was dark, but that's where my mindset went to. Um,
Yeah, because his thumbnail was like kind of spooky, like
it was like the interview. I'm like, who's interview?
Well,
Like,
I can't say interview with the lawyer. I couldn't say interview with the committee chair. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to keep it intriguing.
I liked it. Dead ass. I'm glad you didn't tell me because my questions wouldn't have been as organic as they was because I pretty much freestyle with Kimmy because I didn't know really what to ask her. I didn't want to be a recycle of what you said, and I didn't want to make it seem like we were just focused on Bree because to me, Bree's already getting her karma, her much needed karma. Um, she might take a couple of weeks off or whatever and try to wiggle back into society, but we'll be there when she come back. Um, But I respect that as Kimmy. Kimmy, you're killing it though. That ass.
thank you. You
I
know
like
what?
it.
I
And you
don't.
know what I like about you is because even though niggas don't fuck with you over here, you still do your thing. Like you're not trying to make amends with people you know you have beef with, like
Yeah,
other
no.
people. And I like that about you. Like if you come, you come. If you don't, you don't. Like I'm gonna still
Yeah,
do my
that's
lives.
it. Yeah, that's how you have to be. Because it can't be about competition. It really can't be about how many people. And literally, I have that thing turned off. So I never really know how many people are in there. Because I don't want to, I just don't want it to focus on that. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather it just be, like you said, organic. I'm not in any competition with anybody. I just
Yeah.
deliver to my audience with my audience, what I know my audience likes, and just move forward. I really, it's, I hate I even addressed that dummy tonight, but I think that people get very comfortable with me ignoring them. I really believe that because I ignore a lot of shit. So people they get too comfortable, and I mean, like when it's to a point where I had to put a folder on iCloud to save all of the screenshots of the shit that this girl is saying and doing, it's ridiculous, and it comes to a point where it's like, bruh, you're sick. It's something wrong, and I can't, you know what, you can't deliver. And this is what I'll say: with all that hatred and all that shit in your heart, girl, you'll never really be able to truly connect with your audience or anything else because you in your own way. You're delusional, and you really need to get some help because this behavior is not normal. It's not normal. This shit is not fucking normal. You can't even admit remotely where you're wrong. Thank God Lemon saw you in that chat. Otherwise, you would have been playing the motherfucking victim. And we would have all been the bad guy. Sick of it. I'm sick of you.
Face
I,
y'all. Stop it.
Nah, don't worry about me. My camera is bandaged. No face y'all 2.0. But no,
baby.
Demus, but no, with the Demon Soul situation, that ass, like I didn't know that that comment would have any relevancy to the live, but I screenshotted it because I was more surprised because mind y'all, I've been in her chats a couple of days now. I would say probably like 2 or 3 days that she's whenever she went live, I was there. She said, let me catch the replay. And she was smiling hard when I dropped down in her chat or whatever, because there was nobody there. Um, yeah, so I
Ooh,
thought we
wait a
were
minute.
good. I thought we were good. So yeah, and then when she see me somewhere else, she won't even speak. I'm like, so you want to speak to X, Y, and Z because you knew X, Y, and Z wasn't in your chat, but you knew I was, but you don't want to speak to me who was just in your chat like 10 minutes ago. Cool. But then I saw her like, oh, Sir King got this exclusive interview, and I bet Kimmy got him an exclusive with his. Like she's putting y'all in a line like she know y'all. It's like nigga, you don't know them. You know
At all.
of them, but stop trying to make it seem like stop trying to set shit up before it happens. Like that's dangerous to go on other people's chat to make it seem like Kimmy provided Sir King an exclusive interview with his wife, his daughter, whoever daughter, whatever wife, whoever
Yeah.
of his. It didn't exist. And she put that out there to Jay Dunn because she knew Jay Dunn had beef with who? Kimmy. But
Yeah.
she
It's
wanted Jay
stupid.
Dunn to respond like, "Oh, messy ass Kimmy probably would, and I'm gonna be." But Jay Dunn was like, "Oh, if so, I'll be in the bushes." That's all she said. Like she didn't give her no messy response, but I saw the setup. You feel me? Like it was like she was trying to set y'all up. Like you, Kimmy, went behind the scenes to get this interview for Sir King to expose other niggas, and it's like that's not what it was.
At all. At
You're too
all.
invested
Too
to be a
invested.
wife, to
To
be
be
a
a
mother,
wife? Yeah.
to
Way
be a
too.
YouTuber.
Yep.
Fuck out of here. So schedule your live like dead ass. I did you a favor so you can stop begging for content in niggas chats. I gave you something you can talk about. All right. So
I
Yeah.
don't
told her
never
don't
say I
do.
didn't
I
give you
told
a
her don't
birthday
do
gift.
that. I told her don't do that publicly, like because people will intentionally try to sabotage your efforts. I don't
Yeah.
know why she keep doing it. I said go use DM. I said use DM. That's the best way. So people don't know what's coming and they can't do it, and it's also a surprise to everybody. Whatever.
She she's she's like that hard-headed kid at the playground, you feel me, that swung too high and they flipped over and got hurt or rolled something like the sea salt thing and then they flipped off and fell and got like splinters and shit. She's like that. She's hard-headed. Like she doesn't get it. Because when I was watching, I was like, okay, so how did you come up with this conclusion? Like, why are you selling this story to Jay Dunn? Oh, Jay Dunn does not like Kimmy and she is at odds with Sir King based on what happened on your platform, Sir King, with her and you
Yep.
and Jay Dunn.
Hmm.
So it was a 2 for 1, and I feel like that's not cool because we fuck with you, D Miss O. I know you fucked it up now, but we used to fuck with you. And guess what? Whenever you do go live, I might be in your chat to drag you until I get blocked, but I'm gonna be there to drag your ass because I'm a man of my word. I think you're fake.
But I still don't understand like what I did, and not that I'm trying to seek an explanation, but I don't. For some reason, Kimmy, whatever happened between y'all, she sees my interaction with y'all as driving the knife in further or whatever
Well,
happened.
here's the reality though. I wish there was like some extravagant, sensational, juicy story, but there really isn't. She pulled a junkie stunt. She pulled a temper tantrum in the in my regular live. Then came in my members only live. Did the same thing. I took her wrench. We had the conversation. I told her, what I told her, and we went our separate ways. And I mean, the next day I wake up and this stupid bitch has gone on a YouTube tour talking about me. The problem is that she didn't have any content. She had nothing because I never let her know anything about me. So you have nothing to bring to the table. You then said you was going to start a channel according to the people. You're an abject failure. You're ridiculous and you're miserable, and you go around from chat to chat to chat harassing and bringing shit up, just like Lemon said. You were doing that for no other reason than to start some shit in that other content creators chat, and that shit is rude. Fellow CC to other CC, you
Facts.
shouldn't be doing anything in nobody else's chat to cause a distraction, because as a content creator, you understand how difficult it is to maintain a captive audience. So that was irresponsible. See, people like you, other content creators should be blocking you on site because you pull junkie stunts in their chat. You shouldn't have ever been doing that in the chat. The professional thing to do is email the person or DM them. But what you did, you tried to start some bullshit, because
Yep.
if J Don would have bid, then that means other people would have bought, and then the whole chat would have turned, and then you would have affected the narrative. That's what
Yep.
your goal was. but you're very dumb and you're overly emotional and you can never make sound decisions when you're emotional. And this is why you're so predictable because you're so emotional. Bitch, I already knew what kind of phone calls you was gonna try to make. So I went ahead and up the ante and sent them screenshots. Sent them screenshots of your junkie stunts. Waiting on that phone call, bitch. Waiting. Because when it happens, I am girl, I would immediately take action legally. I'm not playing with you. You have got to learn to leave people the fuck alone. I don't understand what part of the shit you don't understand. I don't want to play with you, you stupid bitch. If you want to go around and tell people that you left my camp, that's fine, bitch. I don't give a fuck. We all know the truth. But go away. Leave me alone. Stop going around telling people you're going to call this person and that person. I've already alerted them so they know that you're a fool. And go away. I don't make content about you. You just got busted tonight. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Lemon caught you. You pulled a junkie stunt in front of everybody and you're embarrassed. Go
Yep.
lay your dumb ass down, bitch, and leave people alone.
I call her an American time. You feel me? Like I didn't even know y'all was gonna have. I didn't know none of this. I'm like, why is she focused on Kimmy? Why is Sir King name brought up, and why is that other person's name brought up? Me knowing Sir King, I knew it had nothing to do with that person she brought up in my head. But when I saw who she added, I'm like, Jay Dunn don't really like Kimmy and vice versa, right? So I'm like, oh, you trying to start something. You thought that Jay Dunn was then gonna respond and feed into your bullshit without seeing actually who he was interviewing, what the topic was about. So that's very messy. And I caught you in American time, my nigga, like that ass. So yeah, she deserved it. You deserve this work, Demon Soul. So I'm glad we gave you content so you can go live about maybe for a day or two. Um, but you're welcome.
No, she'll be shopping around for A manners. It's so embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for you. Who's going to press the gas on Kimmy? Bitch, the whole chat ignored you. You fucking weirdo, you freak. I'm like, you shopping for people to cuss me out? Bitch, haven't you seen me hold a chat of over 1,000 people and it was nobody there but me? I don't ever expect people to
Wait,
hit my link.
how do you know that?
How do I know what? The
That she was shopping for somebody to,
Oh, I
go
got the
against y'all like.
screenshots. Two of my moderators was like, two of them hit me up. And I had to tell one, I'm like, hey, such and such already hit me up. They was like, yo, we're in this person's chat. And she literally typed, do you see this shit? Kimmy, I'm sending you the screenshot. Literally, the screenshot says, who gonna help me press the gas on Kimmy? Help you press the gas. So you need assistance to cuss a bitch out? I don't need no assistance, you funky whore. But you asked for help, didn't you? I got the screenshot. Lie and say you did.
Whoa. She asked for help. Who's going to help her? What?
Press the gas on me. Mm.
And who volunteered? Who said, I got your back? I'm just
People
playing. You don't got
ignored
to say
her.
that.
People completely ignored her. Totally just
Wow.
ignored the bitch. It's so stupid. Hey April, how you doing, beautiful? I think that troll that you're addressing, April, babe, I think that's her.
Yeah.
That's
It'll be
her.
Demon Soul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's her. She pulls junkie stunts like that. Yeah, that's her that you're responding to, April. And just be careful because anything, you're a pretty lady, April. So then what'll happen next is she'll have a problem with you, and then she'll
Yep.
be calling you a colorist and trying to
Yep.
solicit people to cuss you out.
And Sir King, the only reason why I went so hard on this situation, because I feel like when we're done wrongly, and I'm there through the beginning to the end, and I saw the whole fallout to the whatever. I feel like when y'all did fall out, like maybe they're gonna have a behind the scenes communication that I might not see. You feel me? Because people do have those moments, right, where y'all talk behind the scenes, and maybe the public don't know that y'all squashed the beef, but it's squashed. That's where I thought y'all was at, because I felt like you being on Kimmy platform, especially at that time, had nothing to do with her. It was you came up there for
It was
a
random
totally different.
questions. Yeah.
Yeah, you were asking about something that had nothing to do with her, nothing. So I would see if it was about her, to where she was like, "Oh, why were you there?" But it had nothing. The questions you were up there for had nothing to do with her. Um, and it was just unfortunate because I feel like we genuinely rock with D Misso. She can't give y'all no bullet points to where we were disrespectful, where we undermined her presence, that we didn't acknowledge her or we didn't hear her out. We did everything that a person or a content creator should do to please a person. And I feel like that wasn't enough. Like you still owed her something. You feel me? Like
Mhm.
she wasn't satisfied.
Nope, never satisfied. It's never enough. Nothing is ever enough. So y'all, I love y'all. I'm going to bed.
I feel you. Well, thank you, Kimmy, for coming through. We appreciate
Thank
the
you,
insight you're
Kimmy.
Thank
able to
you. Thanks,
provide. Thank
Lemon.
you.
Thank everybody. Bye.
Take care, Kimmy.
Peace.
Ooh, she
Well,
ran out.
SK.
Oh Lord, she ran out of
Kimmy was
here.
done. Kimmy
Ooh.
extended her olive branch as long as she could, especially with
Well,
dealing with a person like Demon Soul.
well, hold
So I
on
don't
then.
blame her.
Hold
All
on.
right.
Hey, she's a runner, she's a track star.
She took the hell on out of here, man.
I don't listen. She was up here a minute, but I feel like we covered all topics. I feel like you were exonerated with this whole situation. I feel like we were respectful to her. And then when I heard that video where she was like, "Oh yeah, they were over there where the avatars go to die," I know that Spill It Boy shit against you and him. That's cool, whatever. But for her to repeat it, it's like, so now you jump ship and now you agree with another person when we've been nothing but um, hospitable to you towards you. We heard you out when other people didn't want to hear what you had to say, like before you were a content creator, and that's a slap in the face. That's why I don't fuck with a lot of these people on YouTube. I got my select few, you know who I fuck with. I told you.
Mm.
But the rest of them, like, nah, that's crazy. But I know she's gonna go live and have a lot of shit to say about you. So, are you ready for it?
I don't give a damn what she say. I mean, to be honest, like what's going on is unwarranted. You know, I was nothing but kind to her. This stems from once again. See, y'all gotta understand every situation that pretty much where I've had a falling out with someone is because someone's trying to disrespect me or try to control me or tell me what to do, pretty much, right? Or they, try to capitalize on my niceness and kindness. This whole situation stems from her not liking the fact that I was on Kimmy's platform. That don't mean that I don't know the ins and outs of why they broke up and all the other stuff from their friendship. But that's it. I did nothing to her, and I don't like particularly. And I know I have a lot of women supporter, but I don't like when women try to weaponize assault or whatever it is against men, hoping and using certain trigger words. I never threatened that lady. I never mentioned her name in a threatening even way or tone. She doesn't know if I was talking about her, Brianna, whoever I had an issue with, right? Or other individuals. But I never mentioned her name in a thread. I don't like that. You're trying to bring your husband into a situation. Like that just lets me know like something's off. Something's off. And it's very dangerous as well. And I don't fool with people like that. I don't seek to rekindle nothing because that lets me know like of your tendencies. And I don't want to ever
Yeah.
be on the receiving end of that.
But when Bless Watkins and all these other people that you fuck with now and be in a chat was discussing your weight loss and your husband and all that about your weight sizes and all that shit, that was cool. You know what's up. You know that exists. You know it happened. I know it happened because I saw it in American time. You feel me? So you can't tell me it didn't happen. So for her to be so mad at us or you, I would say me too, because I definitely threw her name under the bus because she deserved it. But I'm kind of glad we're done with Demon Soul because we no longer have to deal with a person like Demon Soul. And until she can see her fucked up ways, Demon O will be Demon O until she died. As long as niggas show up to her chat, because mind y'all, I was at one of her lives that wasn't popping. She was like, "Well, I want the same view as Jay Wilson and stuff," but you haven't put in the motherfucking work that Jay Wilson has put in. So stop comparing yourself to like OG established content creators. You are a new content creator, but your work is of a subscriber. So yeah, you might have put that subscriber work in, but you cannot compare a subscriber to a content creator. They're two different realms, and she intertwines those two lifestyles as if she deserves this big audience. Demas, oh, you're kind of interesting, kind of, hence your views. You're kind of interesting, but not that interesting. Like, unless you got some juicy, we didn't know this information before you said it, the public don't give a fuck about you like that. I'm gonna be real with you. Since they're not, I will. Now that I don't fuck with you no more, I'll tell you what's up. They don't fuck with you like that. So I know you want these big numbers. You want to be this breakout star. That's not your. It's not gonna happen for you. You too thirsty. Maybe when you drink some water, chill out, restructure what you want to do, you might get that viewership. But as of now, they still look at you as a subscriber. You're messy. You're not to be trusted. You're all over the place. You talk too fast that your brain don't keep up with your mouth. So it's a lot of factors that come into play with you. But nah, this ain't your avenue right now. You gotta chill out, right? How do you feel about her?
I don't care. I mean, like I told you, man, I don't deal with people who show me the tendencies that they have, right?
Bring
And
her husband. She
no,
want to bring
limit,
her
no,
husband.
no, limit. Don't do that. Don't do that, because then she'll play that one excerpt from him for you of you challenging him, and that's when we get into a whole nother situation, right? I don't.
So, okay, all
Yeah,
right,
you know what I mean? Because that's what people
yeah,
do, man. They clip and shit, and then they oh, see he challenging you to the, and it just gets messy there, right? You know, you got to think 3 steps ahead. Yeah, so
yeah.
yeah.
I thought it would be our closest case to understand a person who deals with a YouTuber on YouTube how they feel, but maybe another time.
It's
Mm. I know what you're saying, bro. I don't want to. I don't want to
it's
over
just because I
exaggerate it.
know
I
the
know.
manipulative ways of these people, and I don't, and I can see her clipping that shit, playing that for him, then challenging him to say, "Oh, baby, if you love me, then go over there and defend me." No, I don't want to be pulled into something like that. So people are very manipulative, bro. Like I said, you got to think of the
I feel
games
you.
they play before they even play or make the move.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
if she's putting that shit on a community wall, Lord
She
have mercy.
deleted it. Why you delete it?
All right, y'all, we out of here. Thank y'all so much. Anything you want to say then before we go?
I'm
Yeah,
going. I'm going to leave on this note. I just
yeah.
want to say this: if you're gonna bring them, bring them. Don't talk about him. Just
No,
bring him and let him be abreast to your fuck shit as well. But if he do want to have a conversation with us, we'll be there to have a conversation with him as men. But if not, you can handle the lightweight D Misso and do what you do. But I'm gonna drop down on this note. I enjoyed this interview. Kimmy was a
no.
treat. This live was dope. I enjoyed everything we talked about, and yeah, I'm just not going for the fuck shit with D Misso. And D Misso, you're welcome. I gave you commentary so you can now go live and have things to talk about without dropping down in other people's chat trying to look for content. We
Yeah.
gave you content tonight. So you do that. So I'll see y'all at the next live.
All righty. Thank you, Lemon.
No problem. Peace.
Peace. I got 2 words for y'all. 2 words for y'all.
Ooh, child.
Those are the 2 words I got. Look, y'all. Thank you, Kimmy, for coming on. Thank you for answering the questions. Thank you, Lemon. Like I said, y'all, if we didn't expect what was going to happen, was going to happen, okay? But there's an art to this content creator thing. You must, like somebody put in the chat, I think it was the mustache thing. I ain't reading that name because you're not going to pull me anything. But it's business, it's networking, and you should not take the association with people associated with other people as personal. Not there's exceptions to that rule, but I don't know the intricacies of why y'all fell out and what y'all did behind the scenes. And I should not be held because I've been in too many situations where you take on the side of somebody and then 3 months down the line they done made up, right? And you looking stupid. There was a lot of stuff that came out in this live. And like Rico, you right. Baby, honey. Woo. That's all I got to say. $ Sir King Crown, it'll be tremendously appreciated if you show a gesture. Pay him one for Lemon if you want to show him a gesture. Okay. PRTTYKK if you want to show a gesture to Kimmy. Thank you to all my wonderful moderators, my Tofuans, casual fans alike. Please make sure you subscribe. Okay, like the video. That's the least you could do. And like I said, if you want to, $ Sir King Crown. I'm out of here. This has been exhausted as hell. Okay. But I'm sure y'all been thoroughly entertained. All right. Bye, y'all. See y'all later. Ooh, child.
Tofu Alley. No beef, just tofu.